I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. All right, the tree is lit. Guys, we are on our way to Christmas. And this is wild. Oh, the lights are on. Okay, let me feed the fish. Oh, yeah, I'm the cowboy king of entertainment. And I'm back, baby, with another gaming podcast Mondays. And guys, let's talk some gaming. So I was talking the other day to my guy Ellis, and we were talking about games, and it made me think, yes, I wonder what gamers would vote as the biggest game. See, he's a super big Call of Duty fan, and he was saying how people start to hate on Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, same thing they do with, Fortnite, and well, people start to fall off on Grand Theft Auto 2, but I think Grand Theft Auto might be the most loved out of those three. Anyway, so I decided to do a poll, and I'm curious, actually. Let's take a look at the poll and see where the poll is. So hold on. Let's see, where is the poll at? Now, if I could get this to cooperate, that would be great. I think they changed YouTube on my phone, man. It's giving me so many problems. It's driving me crazy. All right, guys, make sure you hit that like button. I don't know. It's not working. Could somebody tell me what the poll is looking like? Jeez, this thing is weird. Okay, there we go. Anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, I'm the Cowboy King of Entertainment. Reason why I say King of Entertainment, because I'm always on here, doing some crazy nonsense. Whoops, my bad. But yeah. Anyway, if you want to see what's up with the channel, just come to the channel. I got so much different content. It's like a network. It'll make your neck hurt because I got so much content. Your neck work because you'll be looking over left, right, up, down, center. Just go to the first tab called the home tab and scroll down and you'll see all the content that's on the channel. Trust me, you'll see vlogging, you'll see gaming, you'll see reviews from movies, the products. Guys, I just did a recent review for the PlayStation Portal case. Anyway, there's a lot on the channel, so guys, check it out. So with that being said, I'm going to grab a chair. I hope you grab a chair. And I'm going to sit down, and we're going to get this show started because we got a lot to talk about. Yeah. And now your mama knows. All right, so, wait. And before I say that, let me just say this. And this stream is going to be epic. Because I'm a cowboy. Oh, man. All right. Now I'm ready to go. All right. If you guys are new, you're probably like, what the hell? It's what I do. All right. So I got the lights, feed the fish. Everything is good. I got to get my glasses. But I got my man Holtz in the building. You're going live so soon. I guess I can join this debate. So that was actually, I had the wrong time. And so luckily, my guy, Mr. Urban World, was like, how are you going live in 45 minutes? I'm like, what? So I looked and I was early. But this TPG said, what's up? Let me see. What's up, nerds? What's up, man? Yo, Bio in the building. Chick Magnet Punk is back. Yo, he is back. Watch you get fired soon. I mean, that might happen. FCAT said, drop the link. 30 minutes before the show starts. Still. What do you mean, bro? I gotta walk around and do my little talking, man. Let me see. Thought bomb. Why would they microchip shoots if you carry a microchip everywhere? Cell phones. Okay. Yo, 503 in the building. What up, brother? Thanks for the. Yeah, man. You know what? I was gonna send it to you, but I said I'm not gonna send it. I just want him to end up seeing that I made one as a surprise. So, look, man. No, thank you, bro. Just for being a friend. Like, that's it. I thank you just for playing wrestling, bro. It's my favorite game. When it comes down to it, I enjoy the wrestling games, but I enjoy not just playing random people. I enjoy playing with people I know. And so I just thank you just for playing with me, man. You know, that's more than anything. You know, that means more to me. But with that being said, let me throw the link before FCAT try to strangle me. Because we got some stuff to talk about. And Murder, you are one of the real ones, bro. That's the cool thing. We might laugh and joke and disagree about Xbox and PlayStation, but at the end of the day, we talk about some real stuff. And again, I put in the thing, I love that you're a great father. And I think that's cool too, man. I love that you're a regular person. You know, you went through your own trials and everything in life, and here you are. So that's dope to me, you know? All right, so let me get this before FCAT strangle me again. Let me see. To join the show. Guys, I'm starving. I didn't eat anything today. Bam. So I'm gonna pin this to, oh wait. Guys, is my poll up? Because man, I was trying to go online to I was trying to do the, you know what? I'll look myself. Hold up. If my phone is active, my phone, it got an update, and the update's been like messing things up. Like my font is super big. Like it's just dumbest stuff. All right, so I don't see a poll at all. I made the poll a while ago when I first created. When I first created this, I made a poll, and it doesn't look like there's a poll. So, with that being said, let's create a poll. Damn, that sucks. All right, so, and I'm telling people, join the poll. They're like, what poll? But at least we caught it in the beginning. All right. So, which game is the biggest game, let me say console. I know somebody's going to say World of Warcraft. Biggest console game of all. Let me see. I'm doing this all wrong. Hold on, guys. I need to get like 2 new desks or 1 long desk, because these little things that I use, they teeter-totter. I feel like everything's about to fall over. It's annoying. All right, so which game is the biggest console game of all time? So I'm gonna put, and if you guys think I should add another one, let me know. But for right now, I'm gonna do Call of Duty. I'm gonna do Fortnite, and I'm gonna do Grand Theft Auto. So Grand Theft Auto. Gonna do Call of Duty. And it starts a good debate because there's a lot of different metrics involved. Let me see, is there another game you guys could think of? I thought of it. I can't think of another game. All right, so which game is the biggest console game of all time? Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Fortnite. All right, I think that's good enough. All right, there you go. So the poll is started. Bam, there we go. Now we have that going. He said easy, Minecraft. I didn't even think of Minecraft. But guys, let's bring in none other than my guy, my right-hand man, none other than the man that likes to stir up the pot, but you gotta love it because he's always hot. F the cat. Give it up.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Chilling.
That's what I like to hear, bro. Chilling, chilling, chilling. Like a villain. All right, FCAP. Well, look, man, we got a day today, man. So I wonder what this poll is going to show. I literally created the poll ahead of time, and I guess because it wasn't live, it didn't save, I'm assuming. But anyway, so good thing I caught it in the beginning of the show. But here, let's bring in none other than that PlayStation gamer. PPG.
Wow, my face looks better than I thought it would.
He said my face look better. Look,
No,
you still growing the beard, huh?
Yeah. Well, the last few days I've also been battling like some really bad sickness. A piece of advice to everyone out there: if the turkey tastes weird, don't eat more of it.
Well, I don't like the taste of turkey, so you don't have to worry about that with me.
Well, that's just a rule of general food. It's like if it tastes weird, don't eat more of it. Found out the hard way, man.
Yeah. I guess you was hungry, huh?
Well, I'm a fat guy. What do you think? Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday.
You was like, look, it tastes a little weird. Don't the turkey taste weird to you? He was
No,
like,
it tastes a little weird, but you know, hey, free food, can't argue.
So my grandma, she's from Jamaica, she used to say, stick a pin. That just means wait. So let me go grab my glasses real quick. Oh, you know what? Why I do that? you know, because it's just a walk to the back. You know what's funny? So at work, I don't use my glasses. But when I do this or play video games, I like to use my glasses on the screen because I like that sharpness. And but when I use like when I play on the phone or the portal, I don't use my glasses. Go figure, because then I don't need. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'll be right
It's
back. What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you to something very special, the And Now Your Mama Knows All-Purpose Champions. And what that is a membership for the channel. It's $2.99 a month, and with $2.99 a month, you will get virtual videos. That's right, guys. What I'm doing is something different that no one else is doing. So for that $2.99, if you have any type of business, anything you sell, anything you want to promote, whether it's a YouTube channel, a social media page, I will make a custom video specifically for you, and I'll be illustrating everything that you tell me to. I'll add links to the video. It's going to be in a playlist, and that way it'll literally be your own personal advertisement. Also, guys, we're going to be doing member shout outs. So the people who are members, if you're an all-purpose champion, I'm going to have your name all over. I'm going to announce your name in multiple videos. Don't worry, guys. The world will know that you are an all-purpose champion. Something I also want to do, guys, that's going to be awesome and monumental is I'm going to have early access to videos. That's right. If you're an all-purpose champion, you'll be able to watch certain videos before anybody else. Also, guys, I have emojis and badges. And the cool thing about the badges are the longer you become an all-purpose champion, guys, you get the upgrade from badges to badges to badges. So you can show everyone else your cool badges and why you're an all-purpose champion. Well, guys, thank you. And I know you all can't wait to rush out and become a Now Your Mama Knows all-purpose champion. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And now your mama knows. All right, so we got that loser off the screen. Guys, it's just myself, and I want to take this time out just to thank the all-purpose champion. So the first person who ever became a subscriber of my channel membership was Mr. 1030. Then it was Ray Stone. Then it was Fans Are Gamers, Bruce Campbell, Mr. Urban World, Josh Warren, Chris, A Game Over Cakis, my guy Dave Green Eyes, Jack the Slip, Caliber Killer, Vet Cloud Gaming, Big Mike, Purple Haze, Squiz, Jezebeli, MJ Parks, Dre, Constantigno, Sanchez. So Purple Haze actually gifted a bunch of memberships. So Mr. Byron Plays got one, Ray got one, K Jones got one, Ellis got one, Dude Games got one, ISO Motion Gaming got one. Also, there's people who got one gifted, but they're still a member, so I want to thank them as well. Geek to Sneak, let's see, Ace became a member, Jersey became a member, Aminar became a member, FCAT became a member, and he used his Stadia Stimmy. Let's see, Chris donated some memberships. Let me see, Bulls for Life became a member. Let me see. Host became a member. Monkey Bones became a member. Sanchez gifted 5 memberships. Let's see. JD became a member. Sev became a member. Chloe became a member. Let me see. Lester and K9 joins because of the 10 memberships that Purple ended up gifting again down the road. Let me see. Ellis renewed his membership. Ooh, I wonder if all right, it doesn't matter. Let me see. Rock became a membership. Lion is a member. Let's see. Sean L became a member because Purple donated. Kong the Kong, Red Giraffe, Bulls for Life. Cubini became a member. Let's see. Lion donated 5 memberships. Silent Cypher became a member. And he donated some memberships. Hot Pocket became a member, and Hot Pocket gifted 5 memberships, and that is everything I got for you. So I just want to take this time out to thank you guys for all being part of the channel. Man, this has been a cool journey. Like, just you know, I never was thinking of even trying to make money with YouTube, right? And somebody said to me, Mr. Josh Wayne, got to give him a shout out. He said, dude, and this is when I first met him, so I barely knew the guy. And he said, you got so many videos. How are you not monetized? Like, man, nobody make money off YouTube. He was like, dude, I challenge you. You should do it. I said, man, I ain't worried about that nonsense. So then I said, you know what? I'll take the challenge. He said I should try to give myself a year. So I said, okay, fine. So I did it in a year and 30 days. And at the time, I had like 300 subscribers. I never used to ask anybody to subscribe. And then I just went like, I went hardcore, like asking everybody, your mom. I walked through the mall, giving out business cards. And it was like a game for me. So I completed my goal. And when I completed it, people said, are you going to have a membership? I said, no, man, I don't like to ask for money. I said, bro, you can just make a membership and people could just do it. And so I said, all right, you know what? Let me take advantage of, being monetized. And here we are today. So I just wanted to take this time out to thank you guys. And yesterday I recorded 6 channel membership videos. Now I recorded, but I have to create them. So the first person on my list was Mr. Murder himself, aka Ellis, aka 50 Trey Gaming. And so I put his video out yesterday. These videos are short, guys. They're literally less than 5 minutes. Most of them are like 2 minutes. So go check them out. I got a list of them. I did like 20 already, and I will do everybody's at some point. Now, I really feel like I shouldn't do the people who was gifted, but because that make me do more work. But I will try to get through them all. So again, I did 6 of them. I'll be getting through them. But with that being said, I just want to say that. But let me bring back on none other than F the Cat and my man TPG. All right, now FCAT, bam, there you go. I got your screen up on there. So what are we talking about?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Alright, so first thing I want to start off with Xbox.
Okay.
There's not really much to talk about with Xbox, so we're gonna try to go through this real quick. So
Okay.
Xbox people, they're not talking about the fact that they might be losing the Xbox Rewards app.
Okay.
That's kind of anti-consumer here.
I
Apparently,
think
something else is gonna
well,
take its
isn't that like
place.
their answer to like? Well, I know it wasn't their answer to PlayStation Stars, but it was like that kind of program.
Well, yeah. Well, PlayStation Stars is better because you actually get money back.
Yeah, I think
This
it was
thing,
like you had
this
to
thing,
like
you
you had
have
to
to
play
play
Game
games.
Pass
You gotta.
games.
Yeah, hold on.
Well,
I
this
don't
thing
know.
you gotta play games. You gotta get achievements, Game Pass, games,
Mhm.
search on Bing, all kind of crap.
So wait. I'm a little. At least somebody can explain to me before I get upset and mad at PlayStation. I noticed my thing's been at 4 forever, right? And I
Yeah.
bought like a game or 2 since that. So shouldn't I thought when you buy stuff, it make that number go up, right?
Forza Max, from what I
Yeah,
understand.
Oh,
so you can
I'm maxed out.
redeem those for like gift
If
cards,
you,
free
it
Game
basically jumps up to
Pass.
4 if you just buy like a game or 2, or if you just renew your PlayStation Plus subscription.
So then,
Yeah.
what do I get with having 4?
You would have got a special little collectible, and I guess like I heard at one point they said that you'd be more of a priority if you were to make a customer service call.
Oh, so I thought I was gonna be able to like add up points and then be able to use it for like a gift
I mean,
card or something.
if you buy games and you do the point system where they have like the 50 points for
Okay.
doing a certain achievement thing, yeah. I mean, I've saved quite a few bucks through
Yeah,
PlayStation Stars.
you can get
Okay.
Cuphead for free with
Yeah,
that.
well, here's the thing: never shoot for the games. Oh, just shoot for the $5 minimum, and
Yeah,
over time that builds up. Trust me. I
Okay.
saved already
yeah.
like this. I've
Well,
saved this year alone like $30. I know
Maker
that doesn't
said,
sound like a lot, but it's $30 I didn't have to
oh
spend.
yeah, that's not bad. Maker said, physical games don't count. Well, I only buy digital, Maker. So, well, all right, sorry about that.
Um,
I just wanted
Because
to
that's
throw
how they
that
that's
in.
how they could track it to make
so
sure.
so Xbox used to do a thing where you got money back. It was on the 360. I think it was called Microsoft Cashback or something
Microsoft
like that.
Rewards, if I
Yeah,
remember correctly.
Microsoft Rewards. And then they changed it into this with the whole Bing thing. They also have sweepstakes that are like ridiculous on there.
Some of those sweepstakes, I swear to God, they're like fucking rigged to hell.
They are raging.
Rigged against
Well,
you.
listen,
They are
not everything can stay the same. I mean, that's just how
Yeah.
life is in general. So, you know, I used to always tell my kids, you have to always be ready for change, right? If you're ready for change, nothing could get you off your game.
Well,
So,
all I'm saying is, if this comes back another form or whatever, they need to bring back the thing where you get actual money
mhm,
Yeah.
on the wallet.
okay.
I just like
Well,
I like getting the PlayStation collectibles because some of them are nice little Easter eggs and references to stuff. Like
yeah, I got a bunch of them. I got little arcades
I
and
like
all that.
I like
I
the
was just
demo
messing with
disc
my
ones.
background yesterday. But guys, let me bring on none other than it's not just my guy. It's not just your guy. I haven't said this for a while, but it's the accent guy. None other. Matter of fact, here's what's funny. My son was over. My son lived here just yesterday. No, maybe it's Saturday. I don't know. I'm mixing my days up. So my son's cousin came over and we were talking, and somehow we brought up hosts. Oh, I was saying how I like to meet other gamers, blah blah blah. And he was like, my son was like, yeah, you got a really cool accent. So he said, oh, let me hear it. So I'm playing a video of hosts that he just recently did. And the guy's like, his accent isn't that strong. And my son is like, oh, well, you know, he's because he was playing around, messing with Mr. Urban World and stuff. So anyway, speaking of that, is none other than the accent guy. Let's go. Coach, what's
Good
up,
evening.
man?
Good evening, gents. How are we?
You know, hold up. You know what, Holtz? Take it away, man. What's going on?
You know, I've just been chilling. Just came off Monarch. I've been watching that TV on Apple TV Plus, and then I've been playing a bit of Yakuza. Got my lovely Steam Deck OLEDs behind me, so I've been playing some of that. Yeah, I've just been a great week for gaming for me and browsing TV.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, last night, so we finished Secret Wars and then Secret Invasion, and then we finished the 3 episodes of Monarch. So last night I started watching a show that Mr. Urban World recommended. He said, listen, you got Apple TV now, you got to watch Severance. So we started that. We watched 2 or 3 episodes. It's pretty interesting. So I'm not sure if you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm up to date to Severin, and every time Mr. Dave will recommend something, I'm like, I think I'll have a quick little browse. But because you mentioned Monarch, you saying up to date, and I went, I have to watch it. 'Cause
I am a Godzilla nerd or Godzilla, whatever you want to call me. I'm that for Godzilla, a shill, or whatever these terms are. So, you know, I just like, a matter of fact, I just watched Shin Godzilla over the weekend that I've been dying to watch, but I've been
The
waiting
best
for English.
Godzilla. The best
Well, I've been
Godzilla
waiting for
movie.
an English dub version, and I finally found one, and that movie is terrible.
Did
I wanna-
you see the
They'll be
minus
fighting
one?
words where I come from,
Godzilla
man.
-1 yet, Cowboy?
Did I do what?
Did you see the Godzilla -1?
Oh, dude, I've been waiting. Listen.
The last Godzilla-
I'm going to see Godzilla -1 in 4DX this weekend.
the
With
last
my buddy.
Godzilla I watched
Okay.
was the Netflix anime one of
So
Godzilla.
what you?
Godzilla Earth, I think it's the name.
So I did,
Yeah.
Godzilla Planet Earth. I did watch.
Shit.
I watched the first. It's 3 parts. I watched the first
That one
part,
fucking.
and I never
bored me
went
to
back because I
sleep.
just don't really watch anime like that. I literally just fell out of it. Same thing with Castlevania. I watched the first season, and I just never went back. Like I'm terrible when it comes to
Right,
anything animated.
Castlevania, the original Castlevania Netflix series is amazing, but this Nocturne, I just can't follow it as much as.
All right, look, we're getting out of hand with this. See
Yeah,
what you
with-
did,
with-
host?
with
You
this-
come in
with this
here
whole-
and you just take gaming and throw it out the window.
It's
Oh, so you have anything on this?
on. Let's have a look.
The
Xbox.
Xbox losing Microsoft awards at.
Oh, I don't really care, to be honest. I'm sick and tired of loading. The app goes, thank you for your daily bonus. I can never achieve anything. I'm like you guys. I just gamble on sweepstake and it just says lost. I don't actually gain anything from it. Where on the likes of PlayStation Stars, I'm always redeeming $5 for 1,250 points. Always see like I'm getting something. So that's not, Xbox's fault. I just feel like it's not as tempting as competition, should I say.
Well, the fact that they got rid of the dollar deal and now this, I think they picked up on the people abusing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since
Come on, we
they
all
bought
do that.
Activision Blizzard, Microsoft, Xbox are trying to drop balls and be like Mr. Bully Tough Guy.
Mhm.
I just don't think it levels up fast enough. I know you keep on saying you have to use Bing and Game Pass games and trophy achievements and stuff like
Well,
that. I just
there's a There's the punishment already there. You have to use bean.
You're right.
Well,
Nobody uses Bing.
let me do this. Let me jump into the chat. So, want to say what's up. The Biohazard's in the building. Obi is in the building. Rudig snuck up in the building. And want to say this, Rudig, we got to team up, play some Armor Core. I've been playing the hell out of that game. I probably got like 40 hours in the game. I just been playing, doing random missions over just because it's fun. I must be on the last boss. Where I'm at, gotta be the last boss of the game. But I will say this, I like it a lot. I was gonna buy it, and there was no Black Friday deal. I'm like,
Do you know what,
man,
Calvin?
maybe I'll need it.
I seen your Armor Core video that says, "Are you the greatest and the most stupidest?" And I was shaking my head, going, "Trust Cowboy not to read the freaking instructions on it."
Yep, that's me.
Like, it just shows how skilled he is, but I'm still like, "Oh my god, that says a lot about."
Hey, that's why I said I could be the best gamer or the dumbest gamer, because I got so far in that game, and literally off pure skill, like with a handicap. I'm playing with a handicap. You got other people who, and now that I leveled up, man, I was flying through the game. Like I watched a video that said, "Is this game really hard or really easy?" I'm like, honestly, it's
unfair
easy.
to say it's unfair to say your attention or your logic's a handicap, Cowboy. Come on, you like skipping stuff. That's what you're doing. You just ignored.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is other people got to play it and was like way more powerful than I was. I'm playing it. I played literally half of the game with a handicap. But anyway, hold up. Rudig said, he said, you get past, did I get past chapter 3? Bro, I'm on chapter 5. It got to be the last boss. What I'm doing, got to be the last boss. He said,
see, I was made up. You were so skillful because I was like, see, this guy plays story just to pass, hurry up and finish more games. He's proved that he's skillful. This game's no challenge for the Cowboy as well.
This is true, because think about it. All the games I play, I put on easy, but this game, you can't change the difficulty. And look at that. So I'm at, I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but I'm fighting some robot that I could say what it is, but I'm fighting this robot that's wearing all white or white and black. Look like it got wings. We're in outer space. I think I said enough, so you probably could tell me that I'm pretty sure it's the last boss of the game. Now, I thought what was the last boss of the game, people was like, oh, this boss is so hard. And I was like, oh, I beat that boss earlier, so maybe that boss is going to come back. But I realized, like, oh, wait, I don't think they were saying that's the last boss because it's so hard. I just think it was a boss that was earlier in the game that was hard. And I beat that one also without leveling up my character. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right. So, FCAT, what we got next, man?
So Xbox dudes, they're not talking about this. They're not talking about the Killer Instinct update.
Really?
All right, hold up. Before you do that, Maker said the talents help, but the guns are the most important part. No, first of all, the stuff I wasn't doing, you get to level up the damage you do. You get to level up the damage weapons do. You get to make yourself more dense so you can't get hurt. You get to level up your health refills. So when I refill my health, it gives me more health. Don't tell me that, bro, because now that I actually am able to do all that stuff, or not that I'm able, because I always was, I'm just stupid. But now that I'm doing all that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm way more powerful than I was before, because I'm able to level up so much, do extra damage, make myself super fast, spin around, got an extra thing where you die, you come back to life.
Here's a question. Now, because you've actually used your ability points and stuff like that to level up your health and stuff like that, do you think that you're becoming more lazy than skillful in the game because you're relaxing on the perks you unlocked?
I think, how do I explain it? I think the way the game is, I truly feel like I beat the whole game without that stuff. It's just going to be so hard. But once I start doing that, I mean, there was stages. I'm just flying through. And it's all about builds. Like, you could just go online and look up builds. I was creating I couldn't beat this one boss, and I was looking up builds, and I was watching people beat the boss with everybody was saying the so-called build. It wasn't working for me. So it depends on your play style. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do my heavy, super powerful build. So I created this other build, and I destroyed it. And I was like, look at that. So I like the way the game is. It allows you to play the way you want. Now, there's a strategy to it, but the strategy might be like super skill. You got to dodge this, dodge that, and maybe you can't. So you'll come up with something that fits your play style, and it might help. But it is challenging. Like the boss I'm doing right now, I've been playing since like the other day. I played right before I started. I'm like, man, this is pretty challenging. So then I had to switch up, and I'm like, oh, I think I could beat them using a different tactic with different weapons. So it's kind of like, I guess when people play Elden Ring and all that, and they're like, oh, I got to do this or that. It's like they made a game where I would like to do that versus like Elden Ring where you got to get all these spells and stuff. I get more like, oh, you use this armor and these arms make you be able to carry heavier weights, and you got rockets on the back, and so.
Wow.
Sorry about that. It got a little.
See, we're not talking about the Killer Instinct update.
Okay, go
We're
ahead.
not talking about Halo coming back to life.
Oh, those are impressive. I'm glad Halo's finally coming back.
We're not talking about Redfall coming back to life.
Okay, to be fair.
We're not talking about the fact that Starfield got a good update.
Okay, you're breezing through all this stuff and making it sound like it's not a big deal, but
Because unfortunately, TPG, they're not talking about games. They're not talking about games.
We want to talk about it.
What they're talking about? This shit.
Are you kidding me? We still on this fucking Xbox.
Wait.
We seriously still on this fucking Xbox tax shit.
Hold on, pause for a minute, guys. This is gaming. The Monday Gaming Podcast, bro. Let's talk about gaming. Back up a little bit. Let's at least stories.
You're sitting there breezing.
We can't talk about it. We can't.
You're sitting there breezing over.
Talk about it.
This is all they're talking about. It's Xbox.
But you're sitting there breezing over the fact that Halo, the fact that Halo Infinite's finally made a turnaround. Like about damn time.
It did, and nobody's talking about it.
I think what's happened
made a turnaround
in this space is there's a lot of people that automatically bash these games, never even tried it, never even wanted to play it, bashed it, hurt sales. And now I think now they've got the time to play these games. They're playing it, which is actually creating growth. And I said admitting they're playing it, they're going, I'm keeping quiet because I shot myself in the foot a few months ago bashing it. So I feel like that's why no one's speaking about it.
I feel like the problem with Halo Infinite always was that the content wasn't really there, but now it's finally made a turnaround. Like, I'm happy. I fucking love Halo, dude. I want Halo to stick around forever.
Well, let me say this. First things first, I gotta thank my guy FCat. He actually gave me a 1-month subscription of Game Pass, so I have Game Pass again for a month. And so him and we will be playing some games together because they updated Killer Instinct and some stuff. They updated Redfall. So want to take the time to say thank you for that, FCat. And so FCat and I will be rocking in some Xbox games soon. But so because I want to see what Redfall's like now, But
they had Destin came on and he was like, oh, Xbox Tax isn't a real video. He did that. Then shortly after, he did another live stream where he let people on, where he was reading chat. And he was telling them to give them the evidence of Xbox Tax.
Mm-hmm.
And all they could show him was like, the articles and stuff like that. He even had Oh No Alex come on there. Oh No Alex was like, dude, you're already compromised because you work.
Oh no, wait. Oh No Alex came on his show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
He told him he was compromised. You work for the enemy.
Oh my god.
I didn't know.
Okay.
I didn't know
y'all Xbox guys, you've been smoking something for a long ass time. You need to get off this shit.
Do you know what
They had a dude unscribe from him because he said that
I unsubscribed from Oh No It's Alex because like he's just
no from Destin.
I unsubscribed from. I've never been subscribed to Destin. I think I actually was for a while, but not like a long time.
You know what the thing is? If you guys start labeling yourself gamers and not Xbox guys and PlayStation guys, you'll be all right.
Well, see, that's what I was going to say. I've had all Xbox for like years and years, and as a gamer, I still haven't got a clue where this term came from or understand it. I just hear it in people's podcasts, and I'm like, what are they trying to aim at? That I've heard some answers. I've heard people have, and I'm like,
so FCAT, break down Xbox Tax.
So Xbox Tax is basically the media bias that hates on Xbox and points got deducted off of games for reviews, game of the year.
Basically, just
Starfield
for
is
being
a
an
game of
X
the
on
year.
Xbox.
Yeah, it's basically a
I
fanboy.
feel that that's a lot of platforms because I feel if that game was, we've seen it before in the past when we've had times exclusives. They sort of don't sell well on a platform, and then when they hit Sony, they shoot up through the roof. I don't know if that is because it's got a certain fan base that likes that genre of game, but you can definitely see that a lot of people do bash reviews when it's on a certain platform.
It's crazy because like all in the news before was all ABK, ABK. Remember Cowboy? Now it's this.
But you see,
Well,
I don't understand why.
I think-
One says, for example, Redfall, whatever that Redfall got, or something got 83. I don't know why people say that's a bad score. It feels like
Right.
anything under 90, everyone just goes, that's crap. And I'm like, that's a great game.
Yeah.
Better than a good game.
I think the thing is, misery likes company. So the thing is, we're always gonna like negativity, but usually the person on the bottom they get dogpiled, right? So I feel like it just makes sense because we're human, right? So people who like and content creation is even more bigger thing, right? So and social media is a bigger thing. So let's say people who want to make money, who want to spark things up, who want to stir the pot. This stuff has been around forever, right? But now as technology increase, younger people get a little older. There's more and more people and more traffic today than it was yesterday for social media, right? So and negativity is out there. So Xbox just happened to be on the bottom. They just happen to have the most negativity around them. So people are clever. Like whoever came with Xbox tax, I think it's stupid, but it's clever because people are talking about it, right? So I think what's going to happen is Xbox just have to dig themselves out of the hole. And I said it before, they just need a couple, not a couple, they probably need 4 buzzworthy games that has a really good buzz of positivity.
Right.
And so then they'll be able to climb out the hole. But for right now, trust me, somebody's going to come out with another cool term to say to slander Xbox because it's just it's human. That's where we are.
I know Xbox dudes are tired of hearing wait till next year, but seriously, next year is the year because now.
And that's what they said about
ABK,
this year.
Yeah, but honestly,
they own ABK. Look, guys, they own ABK.
I gotta say this about them Xbox. Okay, sorry to interrupt you, FCAT. You know I like you. I think you're cool and all, but them Xbox guys put way too much writing on next year or the next big game. Fuck's sake, dude! They put so much hype on Starfield. It was ridiculous. It was never gonna meet their expectations, and now we live in this parallel universe where next year they're gonna make this big game and it's gonna change everything. Like, dude. I'm tired of hearing next year. Just fucking Christ. How about we actually just have, a good game? I don't know, man. Just the Xbox fanboys have to. The Xbox fanboys have to be the most delusional bunch of fucking fanboys I've ever met.
I'll say this: I think Xbox is looking to have a better year next year than Sony.
Mm-hmm.
They own ABK. Listen, they own ABK. If they release Indiana Jones, South of Midnight,
they're not releasing Indiana Jones next year.
Clockwork.
Well, I know you're talking about exclusive. I know you're talking about exclusive. But for the last 3 years, I've played I've been playing a lot on my Xbox about like my Forzas, my Halos, my Personas, my Yakuzas, games like High Fright. There's been so much that I've invested in. But like I said, my genre of games are not the ones that sort of hype up the AAA.
And hopes. I think they're talking about games that's exclusive to Xbox. That's the thing. So
but still to the service, though, isn't it? Came to the service.
Yeah.
People still think Xbox is Game Pass, so that's what I was leading on.
Yeah, that's true. But if you dissect it, you would know that that game is also across the board. But I think next year Xbox look like they're gonna have a better year than Sony because at least on paper they have more games coming. Like we don't know much about what Sony has coming.
Because there's a rumor. There's rumors saying Valve's coming next year. There's a rumor saying Indie's coming next year. There's a rumor saying South of Midnight's coming next year and Clockwork Revolution. Now, if the rumor true, I don't know. But if they drop all those games, within the year, like that's a banger year for Xbox. Like straight up, and PlayStation, they got nothing. They
But I
got
think
maybe
it's
that
here's where I
step
think it's kind of the
foam
problem with that.
stars.
Here's where I think it's kind of the problem with that mindset. Is you're saying, oh, they're dropping all these games, that makes it the best year for them. But I'm like, but what if all these games aren't that great?
No. That's
Bro,
fine though. That
I
doesn't
don't
matter
know.
because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, yes, I think you need to. That's why I say you need to have games with a buzz, right? But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, if we get into fanboy stuff, it's gonna come up to numbers. Remember, the he who wins the console war used to be who sold the most consoles. That's why it was called console
Yeah.
war. And the numeric system was how many consoles you sold. I sold more, so I'm the king of console wars. Then we started getting into, okay, well, who has the better game library? Who has the most games? So at the end of the day, there's going to be some distinction. Like, for instance, next year, if Xbox got like 5 games and Sony got 2, I think it's clear
Right.
that,
Well, to me,
now, if
Well,
all
I
5
would.
are like
That's what I'm
terrible, then that might be
and
something to talk about, but we will have to wait to the whole
well, to
year,
me,
right?
and even though I haven't seen gameplay TPG, I believe Indiana Jones is the game of the generation, game of the year, and which should be the flagship IP for Xbox, not Starfield.
well,
But
this,
how's Indiana Jones the flagship IP for Microsoft? Microsoft doesn't own Indiana Jones.
Right. It'll be backed by Disney money, so it'll be a good game.
Well,
Yeah, Avengers was backed by Disney money. How'd that turn out?
yeah,
Was it
he's got a
really?
point. And honestly, I feel like movie games never do that great. I don't have anything riding on Indiana Jones. And also, I have to say this, FCAT, you kind of got the curse I got. Everything I like dies. Everything I like, people say is crap. You starting to do the same thing. These games you can't wait to come out, they're starting to be some of the work or get a lot of heat. But let me do this real
Yeah.
quick. Jason said, yo, what's biggest
I'll
mean
be right
Cowboys?
back.
So let me go to the poll real quick, and then we jump back to this. So I made a poll because the other day I was talking to Murder, and he was saying, oh, people are saying that Call of Duty isn't that great. It makes the most money every year. It's the biggest game. So I thought to myself, I mean, people would say Grand Theft Auto is the biggest game because of the longevity and amount of money it's made. And then people would say because it made the most amount of money for a single game. And then people would say Fortnite's the biggest game because, look how much skins and different characters and how much support. So it's kind of going to be up to your distinction. That's why I just put it open-ended. Which game is the biggest console game of all time? But I can't think of another game that would be bigger than Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty.
Minecraft.
I can.
Minecraft.
I don't
Right,
know.
and I know Cowboy's going to shake his head. I know he is, and he knows it's a Nintendo title.
I
It's
am.
going to be Pokemon is the number one. The longevity, how many years it spans across handheld consoles, physical consoles, mobile, how much money it's made, and how much it's got a fan base. Pokemon.
Wait. You think Pokemon's bigger and made
Yes.
more money than Call of
Yes,
Duty?
Yes.
over the franchise history, yes.
No. On a console, not mobile. I said console.
Yes.
Dude,
Look,
the Pokemon IP is one of the biggest IPs in the world.
I know, but I'm saying consoles. Hear me out. Consoles.
Can I just explain this? A handheld is a console.
No, let's not do that. Let's just be clear, right?
Okay.
If you want to add a switch in there,
Can you just read?
cool,
Can you just read out your title of this video? Because it says Portal is the best. So if you're skipping handhelds or accessories, your title's wrong, buddy. So I define that even if Pokemon wasn't on a handheld console, like a handheld PC or whatever, blah blah blah, it would still make the money to be.
All right, well, you know what, Holtz? Unfortunately, it's not on the list. All right, so your options are Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, or Fortnite.
Okay, you asked, do you want another one? So if it's not going to be Pokemon, you're not accepting that. I think Mario's made more money and longevity and fan favorites.
But to be fair, Mario and like Zelda have been around for so long.
Yeah, but
kind of why.
Well, so is Grand Theft Auto compared to Fortnite. You know what I mean?
I guess my brain, I wasn't going back.
I
wasn't going back to my childhood. My bad. So anyway, on the list is Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, or Fortnite.
Your childhood. None of these games were in your childhood.
They're not. So which one? If each of you guys had to choose one, I think I'm going to say I still feel like Call of Duty to me. I just feel like Call of Duty is relevant. It comes out with a new one every year. It has that buzz. I know Fortnite definitely has a buzz, And I know Grand Theft Auto does this also, but Grand Theft Auto haven't had a new
Dude,
Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft Auto has a
long.
buzz that's unmatched in this
Yeah.
fucking industry. Period.
If I had to pick out them three, it's definitely Grand Theft Auto because
Yeah,
if you look at
same.
the game Grand Theft Auto 5, that's been
Yeah.
pushing generations.
Dude, you know how many fucking
since
YouTube
E3,
videos out there
right?
or like them pretend they got an early copy of Grand Theft Auto 6 and people believe it.
The amount of money
Oh,
the
wow.
last game made, 5,
feel like
and the expansion and the fan base, then definitely I feel like Call of Duty, I think it gets boring each year. Fans are like, oh, it's a name, I'll buy it.
So
The hype behind Grand Theft Auto, I think, is more real. I think the fan base, the content is well better, and the amount of money it's made online, I think that.
quick question, guys. So Sony just acquired or partnered with the company that made Stellar Blade. Does that make Stellar Blade PlayStation
No.
exclusive?
No.
I think it all comes down to what the paperwork says. Like, is it a timed exclusive? Because
Apparently, they're a second party partner.
from what I'm guessing with Sony lately, and this is just me, throwing my PlayStation fanboy knowledge.
We'll save Sony. We'll save Sony.
Okay.
I gotta get into this next
But-
bit, guys.
Yeah, let's get into the next thing because the Xbox tax
So-
isn't real, and everyone
Well,
thinks it is.
hold
It's-
up, and
it's
I just
stupid.
want to see what
So,
Mr.
yeah.
Earl said. Host is retiring from gaming soon, so we can't no longer take his advice. So yeah, Host, everything you said will be right to the record.
That's coming 2025. I'm talking about, we'll look back at this video at that time. We'll go up now.
I like this.
All right, so
joke.
Jason said if you go by money, it's Call of Duty. Hold up, Rudig said he said Pokemon is the #1 grossing game. Okay, so now we got two people with conflicting reports. Let me see. Pokemon is definitely bigger than Call of Duty as a whole. Let me see. Holtz preach, and I can't listen to anything Obi said because he's afraid to spend $12. Let me see. Every PlayStation game is now a handheld game on the PlayStation Portal. So you're saying Nintendo Switch ain't a console? No, I said Nintendo Switch does count because you hook it up to your TV. But I agree with Holt that handhelds are consoles. No, we're gonna call them handhelds. Let me see. What's probably more popular is GTA and Fortnite for different reasons. Both very popular culture. Let me see. Are you saying Switch ain't a console? No, I didn't say the Switch wasn't a console. Let me see. Call of Duty wasn't really big until around 2007-ish. Cowboy childhood game was the ball and stick chasing down the road.
Ball is stick game.
Oh man, that's great. Let me see. Modern Warfare really pushed it higher. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm from the Atari days, but let me see. I watched all of games literally myself. Let me see. Let me see. Killing Floor is going to be extremely
The
popular.
third one.
Okay. Oh wait, let me see something.
Isn't it multi-platform?
Xbox tax isn't real. The Xbox bias is, and a delusional pony won't tell any gamer with eyes otherwise. Sorry.
Murder's gonna like this next bit.
Somewhat popular. All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this bit. So let me go through this bit, guys. Now,
You see.
I don't know if anybody here watches Real Time with Bimar, but he does a little bit, and if you do, you'll see where I'm going with this. But yeah, I've set up 5 things that can be labeled Xbox stack.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so number 1, when your local Target Walmart sells a Series S bundled with a physical copy of an Xbox game, that can be considered as Xbox.
They also put
stack.
a
Okay.
gift card on there, $15. Damn.
But that doesn't. Why would you put a physical game with the digital content?
Because they clearly can't see there's no hole to put it in.
But
So
also,
number
that's
2.
a sports game. Hold on, wait, back up. Also, that's a sports game, and sports game lose value very quickly. So,
Oh, dude.
Oh, you
That's
can
the guy
bring
used
the
to work
Game
at GameStop. I can tell you right now, they
Game Trader, put it
drop.
on Amazon or eBay.
yeah.
They drop almost
Yeah.
a week after.
So number 2, we got Resident Evil fans like Cowboy or Holt saying that Resident Evil 4 remake shouldn't be the game of the year. It should be
No, I said
Code
that.
Veronica X.
Technically,
Hey,
that is the fourth Resident Evil game.
Code Veronica X is I feel is better than Resident Evil 4.
That was an amazing game. Yeah.
If I wanted a remake, I would say Code Veronica. Yeah, definitely. But
Yeah, I agree. That was really good.
All right, so number 3, when your local Target Walmart clears out the Xbox display and fills it with hair straighteners.
Okay, I want to point out something I see in this picture that's actually extra heresy here. You see that Switch case that has the Zelda logo on it?
Yeah.
What's in it? A PS5!
do you know what's so funny? Is this an Xbox tax or is this just the Walmart tax? You know,
I think Walmart has it out for Xbox at this point.
someone's sabotage. I mean, I bet money people are walking, changing the stickers just to get the picture to actually
right.
frustrate all the people online.
Somebody probably worked there and was like, "Hey, let's mess around while the boss isn't
I
here."
think this might be a pawn shop though, because the way all that's labeled, that seems like a pawn shop.
So number 4, guys, is when Immortals of Avium physical copy is $20 Black Friday deal on Xbox, but it's $70 on everything else.
Man, that's it. The tax coming in overdrive, man.
And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, yes, a picture of Doc Dark next to a Kratos statue, and the Kratos statue is taller than Doc Dark, can be considered as Xbox tax.
Damn.
That's gonna look like Kratos with that beard, man.
Yeah, but Kratos is bigger than every one of us, isn't it? Come on, let's be honest.
Why does Doc look like he's jealous of the Kratos? Motherfucker taller than I thought he'd be.
What's going on, Michael? Clearly. All right, go ahead, man. I'm just getting through chat.
All right, so here we go into PlayStation.
Oh God, this bullshit!
$5 billion class action lawsuit over PlayStation Store prices.
I hate PlayStation. To hell with PlayStation. Buy PlayStation.
What's wrong with the prices?
Okay, so
they're charging PS Plus for Destiny 2 for one.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying, what's the difference between the prices on PSN?
Well, no. Explain the thing. So what the thing is, they're not giving you any out. They're not allowing you to purchase games.
You basically have to buy games almost strictly from the PlayStation Network.
Right.
And the lawsuit's arguing that that's trying to essentially, corner everyone into buying games at inflated prices. And this is only in the UK, by the way. This lawsuit's happening.
I mean, I've never had the problem using the PSN store. I mean, I don't go into my local, say, GameStop and see a lot of digital games.
I think that's weird, right? Like, you could just go buy it on the PSN. If you own a PlayStation and you're going to buy games for your PlayStation, why not just buy it from the PSN?
Because to me, it's like I've got my phone app and I've got my PlayStation to just buy it. And why would I go somewhere else?
Maybe they feel like you can.
And let's be honest here, my local shops in the United Kingdom, they're going to follow Sony. They're not going to price match or undercut digital content. They're going to say $70. That's it. That's it.
Basically, from what I gather about this lawsuit is that some people weren't happy that Sony was charging more for their games going forward, and they decided they wanted to sue Sony. And now I guess they're saying, you could go ahead, but it's like, you guys are going to get left out of the courtroom because you're basically suing a company for charging for their goods.
Sony admitted, right, that the price, and even Microsoft admitted that the price of gaming is such at a low price compared to the past. Inflation should actually be higher, but they set it at a price. And then they actually said last generation, this will be the last generation, this game are going to be at these prices. It's going to be up, and we're going to give you it in advance. That was like 2 years ago. So I don't know what these people are complaining about 3 years into these new consoles.
Look what Maker said. Maker said, Nintendo and Xbox both offer their digital games as codes to stuff like Amazon, etc., where PlayStation digital games can only.
I've only seen some. I don't see every game because I've tried that before. But I've only seen some selected titles for this Switch and Xbox. I think Xbox is better.
I'm pretty sure you could buy PlayStation games from Amazon digital versions, but this is what I don't get, man. Like, why are people not like, hey, I want to go to GameStop. Instead of buying a physical copy of the game, let me buy a digital code. Just Save the middleman. Fucking go buy it on the store.
You know what, I'll be upset why I would never go into a store to buy a digital code in case I walk in and then on the receipt actually says, once you walk out the store, this code's invalid because they can't prove it's being used. So in the end, if something's wrong with the code, Sony will always say to you, go back to GameStop. And GameStop will always say, we'll go back to Sony. And I think that's
you get caught. Well,
so
look,
I'm like,
with that being said, let's let somebody in who want to have something to say about this. Let's go.
What up?
What's up, man?
Okay, let me fix that. Hold on.
I was looking at the name. I was like, wait, what? Who?
How you guys doing tonight?
You missed the Xbox.
Q Beanie is in the building. We're doing good, man.
All right, give me 1 second here. Keep going. I'm gonna fix my picture.
Okay.
I'm
well,
just saying.
let me go to the chat real quick. Let me see. Maker said it's the same reason why the EU is making Apple let other apps run outside of the Apple Store. And my man Dodge Man is in the building. What's going on, Dodge Man? And let me see. LOL. I think it's it's Alex explained it pretty well. Let me see. If they limit where you can get it, then it's seen as anti-competitive. And what's up, Chariot Man Gaming is in the building. All right. There we go. So go ahead, TPG.
Oh, I think this is a stupid lawsuit, but at the same time, I get why it's happening. But it's like, you don't have to sue them to do this, but I guess, you have to get them to do their attention somehow.
Well, if you're trying to get them to change it, so if they lose in
Well,
court,
at
then
the end of the day, I can see why they're doing this, because they're like, hey, we want you guys to be able to, sell the digital versions outside of, your exclusive stores or whatever the hell, because then you kind of control, the market a little bit too much.
well, what's confusing me is that you can buy gift cards from stores, right? And these people will complain if I went to my local GameStop, for example, and a game was $70 digital, and then a Black Friday sale was on the PSN and it was half price. They'll still complain. Just buy your gift cards wherever you buy them digital from store and apply it to the PSN and just buy your games from there.
Yeah, plus I remember when I was trying to buy, I wanted to add money on my PlayStation, and I had a gift card from Target, and I wanted to use the Amazon gift card. So I went to Target, and I was like, hey, you guys sell Amazon gift card? It was like, hell no. So I was like, oh. It was like, yeah, we won't sell those gift cards in here. I was like, oh. So they was exclusively only want to sell their gift cards, but I couldn't use their gift cards. I couldn't take my money from their gift card and be able to get an Amazon gift card. So it was nothing I could do.
I know, that's
right?
so weird, right?
So
you can't use a gift card to get another gift card for the company you want.
I can get a gift card for like Amazon $10. I can walk into my local shop and apply that $10 from that store, for example, to get a different one. People say you can't do, but I always just say just scan it through the scanner and it goes through. I'm like, there you go. Let's not argue. So I can exchange gift cards if I wanted to. Redeem a gift card. Redeem a store gift card.
And sure as hell didn't help me last year. I got scammed out of my Christmas money I got from my grandparents.
Damn.
Dude, fucking. I could go into I could tell that whole story, but it'd be
depressing.
Depressing as hell.
K9 is in the building, live from, well, not live from Hawaii anymore, but I hope your vacation was good, man. I'm jealous. You got to go to Hawaii. That's my #1 spot.
Going to Hawaii damn near the beginning of winter, though.
Okay, right. But also, here's one for you. If I can get money out of this lawsuit because how many digital games I've bought my PlayStation store, you guarantee I'm going to go, Sony took my money.
So, I'm gonna show you something. So I got something right here. You know what's funny? Okay, I'll keep it this back because you guys want to like find my address or whatever. But here's what's funny. I got, matter of fact, where is it at? I think it's this right here. So I got a letter in the mail from me and my ex-wife, right? Mind you, my ex-wife and I have been divorced since 2009. Okay, no, sorry, 2011. And the letter said, you and her name are part of a class action lawsuit for what is it? TD Bank. I used to have TD Bank years ago, so I never even signed anything. I just said I don't want to be a part of that BS. Well, they won and they sent me money anyway with her name on it. And so you know how much this check is for?
$2.
This check is $2.04.
Oh man!
about class action lawsuits, and trust me, TD Bank is a massive bank. Just so you know, let Sony lose. Listen.
Can I explain? Even if I only got $2 from this lawsuit, it's more than I get from Xbox rewards. $2. It's a win.
Burn.
So $2.04. I didn't even cash it. I had to ask my ex-wife, hey, I don't want to, cash this without you knowing. Do you want the $1.02? She was like, so yeah.
So I don't know much about this lawsuit, but obviously if they're doing something wrong, they should look into it. That's all I know.
Yeah, I think that's why there's lawyers, right? Sue, right? I'm trying to sue the gym after all this time, like taking it serious and of me being injured at the gym. But listen, I may or may not win. You never know. So I feel like sue, right? All these people feel like they should allow their games to be purchased digitally other places. Sue.
Well, I hope like last time when the hackers got hold of PSN, they give us free games. So if this is the case, if they're going to lose a lawsuit, they just say claim your free games and opt out to your so many dollars. I'll be like, okay, fine. Give me a list of games I can claim at an entry point, and that's it. That's all I'll do. I don't care about $2.
This is all ridiculous. But
I know I missed the last
people
topic.
want free money. That's what this all boils down to. That day they want free money and they want to be.
Well, I think the thing is, if let's try to come up with a scenario, right? All right. So is the scenario that if you could only buy games on the PSN, those games are higher than if you was able to buy a game, let's say GameStop. So if you would allow me, because what if you only have a digital console? So if you was allow me to buy the game from GameStop, and let's say let's say there's a Black Friday deal, right? And the PSN, or we're gonna use real life. So I was like, you know what? I like Armored Core a lot. I'll buy it if it's on sale, Black Friday. So PSN, it was regular price. Yeah. But what if GameStop? It was $49, right? It was $20 off. So if they're digital, if they could sell it digitally, maybe you could have actually got a discount somewhere else.
Real quick, I need TK9 in here either now or later.
I need to ask a question.
No, but hold on. Don't change the conversation.
I'm going to ask the question. Does this read, FCAT, that Sony's been PSN taxing me for years? Is that what
listen, I was going to say real quick on the last topic, I heard a little bit of what you guys are talking about, but I really don't have an opinion on the tax part of it per se. I do know the Series S was, $239 today for Cyber Monday. Okay. So that's cool.
No, that's cool. But let's another thing that's cool
TK9.
Jersey, let's go!
TK9. Yo, what up?
What's up,
Jers? What's up, man? Hey, Jers, I'll tell you this. I recorded 6 videos, 6 different people that I got to make a video for. And I just want you to know, I'm not going to say when, but you were one of them. So I will be making a video for you. Actually, I recorded it already. I just need to put it together. So I put out murders yesterday. You're one of them. So just letting you know, your video will be coming soon. I apologize. It took me so long, but it's coming.
All good, bro. No worries.
Cool.
Right. I do agree with you, Cowboy, on the Black Friday thing real quick. If the disc version is on sale, they should also honor a digital version for the same price. I think they should. I mean, because, that's how
now,
it is.
I will say this, though. So with disc, because I used to work at not GameStop, but before it was GameStop, I worked at Electrons Boutique. I worked at Babbage's, which was GameStop before it became GameStop. Anyway, that's here and there. But so physicals, you know why they go on sale faster? Because they waste inventory, so they take up space. So for instance, this whole room, right? If I turn my camera, you'd be like, "What's all that junk?" It's my damn daughter's junk. So it's just like GameStop. Let's say they get 30 games. Well, the problem is if they don't sell all those games are taking up space. And so then guess what? They're not making money. So they have to discount them in order for them to go out before they lose more money, and then they'd be less valuable, and then they're going to lose more money. But digital, hold on real quick. Digital is like an inanimate object. It's really nothing tangible until you download it, so they don't really need to drop the price. Unfortunately, that's the way it goes.
It shows you how cheap
as long
the
as
discs
they
are,
can.
basically.
And
Go ahead.
Sony wouldn't want gamers like me price matching a digital game to a physical, because I'll be on
correct, because you were price exactly. Yeah.
So if nobody knows, this lawsuit was already seen in court. It got thrown out.
It
Hold on,
did?
what?
So, yeah, so just to throw that in there. But we had another thing with Sony, and I'm kind of worried. I don't know if it says it got debunked. But yeah, looks like Sony
Oh, this fake ass shit.
Stock Insider claims that Sony PlayStation is going under and going bankrupt.
Hey, listen, we had a Stadia rumor that was true. We had an Xbox rumor that wasn't true. So we got to cover the
This
rumor,
got hit.
man.
Do they got
a mysterious date? They're going to say a month
No,
that
there's
starts
no
with
date.
the letter J.
Listen, I'll say
This
this.
got hit with the community.
If Sony stays only console the next generation, they're going to be in trouble. They need to expand beyond the console also.
What about
They can't stick
Nintendo?
with
What
that.
about Nintendo?
I mean, yeah, sure. I'd say the same thing too, but they wouldn't have to do this quickly. They might be able to get away with it a little longer.
See, this what happens, Urban. Holt retires in 2025 and stock on Sony's depleting. They're going bankrupt because gamers like me are like, we've had enough. Come on.
When the box isn't mandatory, Sony's going to have to adapt. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. That's all.
Nice went hard there, Mr. Urban, by the way.
But yeah, this
At
got
the
hit
end
by the community notes, and apparently it was.
I have some severe doubts about this whole thing. It's just like, really? They're the number one. They're the second biggest console maker in the market, and they're having troubles behind the scenes. I mean, I guarantee they're having troubles, but enough to start bringing down their stock this bad.
I mean, you got to look at the facts. They're losing COD marketing money.
Oh my god! They're losing Call of Duty.
All of their
You might actually sell.
games.
You might actually sell these own hardware, but the attachment rate of games buying games for the platform might be really low because people might only be buying, I don't know, FIFA and cards.
Well,
And
I
that's
mean, I think the attachment rate for games and consoles has been low for years for Sony. That's always been a problem. They don't sell nowhere near as
Not
much
everyone
hardware
wants to.
on the
You're
game
telling me
side.
people don't want to keep buying more remastered versions of The Last of Us and Horizon?
5 million in a pool of 100 million is not enough. It's just not.
No, Sony's got a communication problem, and yeah, just I'm not happy with them to a certain degree.
Right.
We'll see.
I mean,
Well,
hey,
well,
you know what? If Sony,
You know,
if
they got
Sony's,
the Xbox 2027.
I'll tell you
rumor
what.
out
If
there.
Sony's stock
This
gets
is
finally low
25.
enough, I'll actually buy some stocks into the company, and then I'll be able to be an insider.
I might buy Sony proper stock. I ain't buying no PlayStation stock. No.
Oh, I'll buy the PlayStation stock just so I'll be like, I want Last of Us Part 3, goddammit. I want Last of Us Part 2 remastered
Pay
edition.
for that shit, then that's fine.
Can I buy stock with me PS Stars points? Just I need them 5 gift cards going.
Can I
somewhere.
transfer my PlayStation Star points to the buy stocks?
Yeah.
So yeah, let's move on, guys. So the PlayStation Portal will be tracked and counted as a console.
Okay,
doesn't make any
fine.
sense.
If they're going to do that, we need to add what? How many consoles on the Xbox side that are handheld? 1, 2, 3. 3 different handhelds that run Xbox.
Those aren't
games?
owned by Xbox.
It doesn't matter that they have marketing with them. You know, they're putting Game Pass on them day one.
This is the most
At this
stupidest
point,
thing.
I don't
It is
understand
stupid.
this
It's
here.
very stupid.
Why count this as a console? It's an accessory. It's literally in their accessories.
It's the
It's a
Selection.
companion device.
Numbers.
It's not a console, man. That's bogus.
Well, but Urban World, it's the same as digital and physical. It's the same thing.
So if that's the case, does that mean PSVR 2 is classified as a console as well?
Oh God! Please don't tell me it is.
Well, why don't they just bundle this with the PS5 and sell it for $600? I mean,
You know
You
what?
know, that's actually
That'll
not the
work.
worst idea I've heard.
it's not. I mean, it'd be a Wii U lookalike, but hey, whatever.
Can't stand
Wait,
this.
do they have a PlayStation VR 2 bundle that comes with a PS5?
Oh,
I'm actually curious about that now.
it'd have to be like $800 there. It wouldn't make sense.
See, that would be kind of the hard price to swallow.
Yeah,
For a lot of
that's an
people.
expensive entry point for that if you don't have a PS5 going into it.
Just Sony. I love you, but god damn it, you make it hard for me to love you sometimes.
Sony's
All right,
an
guys.
Apple, I'm
Speaking
telling
of
you.
the portal, real quick, show and tell, Jers. I don't know if you've seen this.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I seen it.
Guys, this thing is lightweight, and what I forgot to say in my review is waterproof, so that's cool as well. But yeah, and then you know what's cool is my portal was dying, right? So I literally had it zipped open like this and had the cord fed through it, plugged in, and just had it sitting to the side. So it was just charging while I was sitting in there. But yeah, guys, check it out. It's a case for the portal. It's dope. Well, if I turn around the other way.
I
Check it out.
just can't get
$200.
Got a little spot that you could put your charging thing in there because you got spacing behind it.
Does
Yeah.
does that get hot if you're charging it inside the case?
I don't. I mean, I don't even think it gets hot. Period. Like I don't feel any heat from it. Think about it. All it's doing is just streaming. And so even when you got it turned, so I had it sitting in the case turned off and just charging. It's like I don't know if you were charging your watch or something. It's not getting hot. It's just
There's like no moving parts or nothing, right?
Yeah. So but yeah.
I want a portal so I could crap and play The Last of Us at the same time.
Well, I'll tell you this. I played a lot of the portal this weekend. So when I do my review, it's cool. I mean, I've been using it like crazy, and I've been playing Armored Core, which is not an easy game. And I've been playing it like crazy. So it's definitely cool. I can't wait to do the review. I'm gonna make it simple and cut to the point.
I can't get behind this device, right? In my mind, I can't get behind it.
No, I mean,
Because people that bashed the Wii U, this is exactly what the Wii U tablet done, and people bashed it, and we moved on from that idea. Hence, we went to more a handheld approach, a physical, and Sony automatically they went on and made the PlayStation Vita, which was loved. The handhelds were loved, and then they scrapped it, and then they come back with something like this, which is literally a controller with an Android tablet, and they're going, yes, this is the future of gaming, but we already had this kind of.
You could still remote play. You could still remote play to PS5 from the Vita.
So listen, I don't think no one's saying it's a future gaming, but I think in order to be able to have a PlayStation 5 game on the handheld, that's going to be a lot, right? Meaning that will cost a lot to be able to literally have it downloaded or put a disc in. So this is kind of like cutting corners. This is a feasible way to be able to have a PlayStation 5 game, because you could have a PlayStation 4 game. You could say, okay, well,
what's the resolution? 1080?
Yeah, 1080.
I'm pretty sure you can have a PlayStation 5 scaled down to 10.
Listen. What it is
it'll cost more than $200 though.
It's an $80 Android tablet with a $60 controller. They're selling for $200. It's a quick money grab. That's all it is.
That's the perfect way to look at it. Yeah.
Yep.
So and again, my thing is this: I don't think it's that big of a deal to get into a debate with. I just don't think it's for everybody. So people generalize everything too much. Oh, how do you not like this? How do you know? It's like, yo, there's a target audience. This is for a small target audience. One, it's for two people. I've been saying it from the beginning. It's either A, if you own a PlayStation 5, because if you don't, you're not getting it. And two, if you already kind of familiar or interested into remote play. Now, Jers is the exception. Jers wasn't really that much into remote play, but he bought it because some people could do that, so he did it, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody's saying, Jers, you shouldn't spend $12 on a fatality. I gotta bring it up, but yeah, but for the most part, two people are going to either be A, you got a PlayStation 5, and B, you're familiar with remote play. If you hate remote play, I don't even know why you're even talking about it, because you would never even look at this thing and give it a second opinion.
Does this article say that Sony requested it to be tracked as a console? Is that what that says down there? In the paragraph?
Circana. So
no, it says the request was made by Sony themselves, although the tweet has been deleted.
So let me ask you guys this. I'm glad we're talking about this, because this is what I want to ask. So what would you, so I was talking about this, right? What would you categorize this device as, right? Would it be a console? Would it be a TV/monitor, or would it be a controller? Like what?
An accessory. An accessory to the PlayStation 5. Yeah, it leads into more of a controller than anything else.
I mean, into being more of a controller than a.
But listen, if it technically play games on it, why can't it be a console?
It
But why
doesn't
can't
play
you-
games.
That's what I'm
But
saying. If they
you're not
enable
technically
cloud,
playing. You're
if
not
they
technically
enable
playing the
cloud,
game
you
on
can-
it though. You're playing it through the
Listen,
PlayStation
Cowboy,
5.
what it's not playing the game. It's a controller that's synced to your console and a
Okay.
display that displays your game off the TV. It's not playing anything. It's like a window.
There's no
a portable
native
But you
PlayStation
said-
window.
in there.
Let me ask you
Hold
this.
on.
Well, then can it be a TV or a monitor then? Because you're watching something on it.
External display.
It
Yeah.
That's
could
a
be a
handheld.
wireless external monitor type thing, maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
But the controller is linked to the system in some
All right.
form
Hey
or
guys,
another.
I'm about to I'm about to go help my wife bring in the groceries real quick. Just take over. TPG, you're in charge, all right?
If we had 5G,
Would you agree that if they enable cloud, it would be considered a console?
no, if it had 5G and the cloud service, then I'd classify it as a console.
It wouldn't be a console regardless, but it'd be better if it had 5G and cloud, yes. I would consider it instead of buying a PS5.
What if they make it to where you can download other apps on it?
I don't see why not. Netflix, whatever, sure.
No,
I'd be all
I
right
mean,
with
like
that.
Game Pass. You can put Game Pass, GeForce Now, stuff like that on it.
Well, I mean, you can probably do GeForce Now, sure. I don't see why
But
not. But
how would
Game
it
Pass, I doubt
connect
that.
to it? It would still have to use the PlayStation, wouldn't it? It'd still have to run.
Well, if it's running GeForce off the cloud, then no. That'd be all right doing that.
So
Guys,
is it
talking about the portal?
Is this
Yeah.
device to natively play cloud? Or
Ain't never gonna go that far, bro.
I thought the PlayStation 5 was going to play the cloud and then stream it to the portal. That's
Cloud
what I
gaming
do.
would not make it a console. I don't care what you say. That doesn't make it a console. That means my phone is a console. Come on now.
I mean,
that's-
Stadia
come
was
on.
kind of considered a console, but they had exclusives.
Yeah.
You have to remember, technically, a handheld is considered a console in most markets.
Well, yeah, like a Switch is a console, sure, but my phone is not a console just because I can play Xbox, PlayStation.
A companion
games on it.
device. It's not a console. It never
Right.
will be. You know what I mean? It's as far as that goes.
The
Shield
portal
TV.
is
Key to a
it's an
keyboard is the
it's an accessory.
you know?
That's all it is. It'll ever be.
It's not-
It's
It's
accessory.
AirPods to iPhones. You know, it's a companion thing, accessory. You know, it's just this is what it is.
Yeah, thank you, TK. I mean, it's then my phone's a console at that point. It's a $2,000 portable console that makes phone calls. I mean,
That's what I'm saying, Urban. The Shield
Video
TV,
calls.
Shield TV can be a console.
yeah.
Just semantics.
I'm not happy they're counting it though. That's kind of they're reaching at that point. I mean,
Eh.
what do you put an asterisk next to PS5 sales that says Portal on the bottom? You put an asterisk on it now?
I mean, I think it hurts the
Jeez.
Sony brand more by adding the numbers to the console. I thought they were doing so well with what they've sold so far anyway. So why add? Okay,
Well,
asterisk.
then
more.
you might as well add all those
To inflate
Xbox
the number.
controllers to the console list. I mean, geez.
Here's why I see. Here's why I can see why they're doing this. Is to make investors, not worry so much about like, oh, okay, well, it's done. It's a console, so it's done this well. Okay, well, we'll shut up about it now, because the thing will probably be dead. in a
It's
couple
actually
years.
it's actually out of stock everywhere. And
Yeah, it is.
They didn't
I'm
make
actually
that many,
surprised it
bro.
was.
You know they didn't. They made
They
a
only
little
made
bit
like
to
what,
see.
like 2 million of them? A million of them?
Yeah,
They,
they
they,
just
they
wanted to
put
see how
out
the
enough
sales were,
to
bro.
sell,
That's
and that was it.
In
I mean,
today-
if you only get like 2 in stock and you're out of stock, what's that?
Yeah.
Does that really mean anything?
I still believe in today's industry, people would have run out and bought a PlayStation Vita 2, even if it was $500. I think we're in that mindset where people know on a handheld these days with what we got in competition with Sony, Legion.
Vita-
They would have been better off to make it more of a Vita than what it is. Yes. I would have considered buying it at that point.
I'm just gonna point out the acronyms for this thing. It's called a PlayStation Portable, PSP. Am I the only one finding that a little
Wait.
coincidental?
Exactly, because the PSP and the Vita, you can put games in the back with the little mini disc thing.
Yeah, but
That's a console.
FCAT, weren't you talking about the code name for this thing? What was it called? The PlayStation Lite? You said there might be a
Yeah.
hardcore version maybe with all this stuff?
There could be, but the software developer said that they have the possibility of enabling cloud anyway on
It's
it. So
It's an Android tablet. You should be able to do everything on that darn thing. Technically.
right, you should be
Or-
able to put other apps on it as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I would love to save a few dollars off the whole stripping features away, sort of like the haptic feedback and stuff like that, and just have a basic controller. I'd be like,
Oh, I cannot deal with a PlayStation game where I have to feedback controls anymore.
Yeah.
That's been
Well,
such a
we'll
game
see if that
changer.
energy is the same when that new Xbox controller comes out next year with haptic feedback. We'll see
Well,
if people
hey,
migrate
if it
to it or
does, it
not.
does.
You know,
They're really coming out.
that controller is gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to that controller. I ain't gonna lie.
When I play PlayStation 5, Spider-Man, for
It'll
example,
come out the same year as Xbox Alexa.
It's next year, man. Next spring. It's coming out.
Right.
I've not been moving to different controllers going, oh, God, I wish I had haptic feedback like the PlayStation 5.
Exactly. I don't care. No,
So-
my shit shakes. It works.
Best
I like
controller
guys.
I've ever had.
Move on, guys. Official word came out today, even though after Bungie put out a public statement and all this stuff saying filling its shape ain't delayed. Guess what? It's delayed.
Oh, darn.
They finally confirmed that it is delayed till June. And
Cool.
that's why everybody was canceling their pre-order. They wanted that $50
And you know
back.
what? I couldn't give two fucks about it because Bungie screwed me over on Last of Us Faction, so they can go fuck themselves.
I wanted to add one thing for Cyber Monday, unrelated. The Starfield, what you call it, the collector's edition with the watch and all that is back in stock, pretty much everywhere.
Oh my God, community!
So if you want it, it's still there.
Go buy the Starfield bedding sheets and
No, I saw
They're
that,
on-
bro.
they're
No,
on
no,
the
let me
for
have it.
special nights with wife.
Have you
No,
seen-
Hold on, wait. So what was the final conclusion of the whole PlayStation Portal thing? Because
Seems like most of us style is more of an
You shouldn't
accessory
be-
than a
yeah,
console.
It's accessory.
Yeah,
no,
you can't
what
bundle that
I
with
definitely
sales.
it's definitely accessory. But in my logic, it's like, okay, I'm just asking you guys, if you had to make it something, like I like what TPG was saying, it would be a controller, right? But it all because, or not TPG, I think it was Cubini. So I like that it would be a controller because you're using it to play your games. Like
Right.
here's the latency was so good that I was looking at the screen and holding it in my hand and playing as if it was a controller. So that was cool, right? But then, so can it not be called a monitor or screen because technically you're actually watching it? That's like
I mean,
one of
it's
the functions.
it's a $200 controller with an external display.
Okay. But
I
if you had
guess
to make it a
for now.
controller or a display, what would it be?
Controller.
Yeah,
It's a
more of a
controller.
controller because you
It's-
could leave the screen off. Can you leave the screen off and still use it as a regular controller
No.
on the 5?
Yeah. Yep.
Wait. I thought once you
Nope.
wait.
Doesn't switch.
Hold on, say that again.
So
No,
you
say
can
that
use
again.
it as a second controller if you needed one in a gaming session.
How do you do that if the screen's not on?
Well, maybe it can be on and just
You
not.
can put it in rest
Tethered.
mode. You can put the
Yeah.
portal in rest mode and use it. You control that controller as a controller for your PS5.
There you
guys
go.
knew that already.
Then it's a controller with an external display.
Wait. I don't think you could do that.
You can do that. What are you talking about?
You can't.
would make
so
sense.
wait. Okay, hold on. You know, show and tell. I'm not gonna do it, but I want to ask you. So wait, what button do you press? So I
The
open
power
it
button.
up.
Just tap the power button. The screen will shut off, and you still can use that controller.
So,
yeah,
like,
but I thought.
On your TV.
Hold on, wait. So wait, what then? Are you saying you have it wired or wireless?
Wireless.
But I
Remember,
thought-
it's not like, when you put your PS5 in rest mode, everything's off. No. If you put that thing in rest mode, you still can use the PS5 that, is showing on your monitor. It's still acting as a controller.
Right, you're just
Turning off
not
the
looking
screen.
at the screen while you're doing it.
Yeah,
Basically.
that's you know what I'm saying?
So you're turning the
I'm-
display off. That's all.
I'm gonna try.
Does that make sense?
No, when I use it, I hit that power button and it turns it on, right? So like right now, if I hit the power button, it turns it on. The screen
Yep.
just turned on, right?
Right.
So the screen is on, and then it asks me, do I want to turn on? Hold up, here, let me show you guys. So, yeah, because that sounds a little weird to me that I could do
Yeah.
that.
So pretend you're
hold
playing
on,
it
hold
like
on.
normal.
Wait, you don't have
Sure.
one. Hold on. So when you hit the
Oh,
button,
God.
right? And then the screen turns on. See it turned on? So now it actually tells you have to press the PlayStation button in order to sync it. So when I hit the PlayStation button, it's going to turn my PlayStation on. But what I'm saying is, can I just tap this again to turn it off, but technically it's still on?
Yeah,
Well, you
you're
gotta
still
connect the
synced to the
PS5 first.
console. Right.
Vinny, you don't have one, bro. I'm
Bro,
asking
dude,
Jordan.
I'm a tech guy. Don't even with me.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
but you don't have one. That's like the people saying that you could do what is it? You could do a hotspot with the Steam Deck, but I never seen a video.
Howard, I remember being on podcast before
Well, you
where you
can.
said like that you don't have to play games to comment on
I know,
games.
but it's hard when somebody's telling you could do something. But what if you can't, right? So if you can, and you said you did it, like Jared said you can, then I'm like, okay, cool, because he owned it. But if you don't have it, you're just guessing, just like me.
All right, well then show me, and if I'm wrong, I'll donate $10.
Right, there you go. So there you go. So if I do it, and I'll be like, okay, cool, you did it, right?
Cash App or Venmo? Which one?
But no, I was just curious.
But yeah, so my theory is if it's synced to the system, you should be able to turn off the display,
right.
Look at your TV, and just keep playing. I would assume you
yeah.
can do that. Yes. And I hate assume. I know that word's terrible.
I'm sorry, the PlayStation Portal puts me to sleep.
Yeah, it's not worth a penny, honestly. Not when I have other devices.
No. Hold on. I gotta stop you there. It definitely is. It's definitely worth $200.
I tell you this, Kavini.
If it was
because I'm gonna tell you right now, yo, if Xbox came up with this, bro, people would be jumping up in the air, clapping. Yeah,
no, they would be. And I'll say this:
exactly
what I can do on my phone is almost as good, but my phone costs $2,000, and the controller itself is $100. So you tell me, what could you do?
Well, at that point, Cowboy, everybody.
That, yeah.
Well, hold on. At that point, we already have that stuff, so you know that's irrelevant, that comparison. But I will say this: is that when you're using your phone, right? Obviously, somebody's gonna call you. It's gonna be interrupted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this device is worth it. It's a standalone thing you can bring anywhere. Unfortunately, the damn public Wi-Fi situation is stupid, but that's dangerous anyway. Public Wi-Fi. I never use public Wi-Fi. Anybody who does it is crazy. Like, I'm just gonna say that.
Right. So my point is this: is he said he's not worth the money, but what I'm asking him is that, well, in order to do what you could do with this device and pretty much have it as good, tell me what else would I do? And for $200, that's all I'm asking.
Well, but I'm coming from the prospect of there are other devices that do the same thing.
Yeah. So tell me, just tell me what else that could do it with that size and for $200. Just let me know.
I can buy a 10-inch Android tablet for like $80 and a used PlayStation 5 controller.
But hold up. Okay, I'm glad you said that. Let's do it.
Or my S10 that's sitting in my desk, I can just fire it up.
So you could buy a 10-inch tablet.
Yeah, a little cheap one. Yep.
And you could walk around like this.
Yeah, and it'll do more. It'll have Netflix. It'll have internet browser.
You can walk around like this.
How you gonna walk around like that with the controller in your hand and a tablet? I'm listening.
Walk around like
I would get a backbone. I would get a backbone type.
But backbone ain't fitting the 10. The backbone wouldn't even fit my phone.
Yeah, the backbone is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I already played with it.
Well, I mean, there's.
So I'm curious again. Give it to me again. What would you do?
Because if I had the $200, I'd buy a decent tablet, buy a decent controller, and I'd get way more for my money. That's all I'm saying.
But you wouldn't get way more.
You can't, because you still need a PS5.
Able to do everything this could do. All I'm asking you is just tell me how would you do all of this for $200? Is what I'm saying. So what you said wouldn't be this because you couldn't hook up that controller, right? I'm just, I like when people.
You kind of do it like a Switch, where it's got the little kickstand. You just set on the desk and bam.
But then you're not doing this. You're not.
I ain't walking and playing, bro. I'm sitting down and playing. It don't matter.
No, what I'm saying is, in order for you to say you can do this, I want you to tell me that you can. What would you do to let you do everything this does for $200?
How much does the G cost?
You wouldn't be able to reduplicate what the controller does.
I don't care about what that controller does. That ain't worth the money.
No, I know, but when you say it's not worth the money, then I have to say, well, you tell me, because here's the thing. You know when people are like, that game sucks, or I don't like when do that. Then my thing is, okay, well, where's your game? And is your game better than, let's say, EA or whatever? If somebody say Call of Duty sucks now, then what's your game? So my question is, if you say something isn't worth it or isn't this or that, then my question is, just tell me, what would you do to get the same thing? And if you can't get the same thing, then you can't really, then it's just your opinion, right? That it's not worth it, which is still your opinion anyway. But I just want to put fact to it. You know what I mean? Like, we could all say,
I
you
don't
know what I
know.
mean?
You can connect your phone to like sort of external controllers by a
And-
third
yeah,
person. app and
Bluetooth,
that
yeah.
way, yeah, you do the same thing, isn't it? But less.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
saying it's
here,
not,
here.
it's
I
not
got a
gonna
good
be-
answer.
This
I
is
got a good
still-
answer.
It's going to
But
be a
this is
Stadia.
8 inches, host. This is 8 inches. So
Well,
your phone isn't going to be 8 inches.
You
know what I
can
mean?
get a phone
Sorry,
close
what?
to 8 inches, can you?
What makes it different? No, I'm gonna tell you what makes it different because I use remote play. What makes it like honestly is not much better than my phone experience. I'm gonna be honest, but that extra size is kind of when I'm sitting in bed, I'm like, damn, this is a nice size
You know what?
screen.
Hold on, I'm gonna do something.
I mean, I can get a Switch Lite for the same price.
Cheers. Measure your iPhones to that screen and see how big the difference is.
Right, and he can get a Switch Lite, but
Yeah.
you won't be playing The Last of Us. You won't be playing Spider-Man. So that's my point. If you
I'm
could,
not missing nothing.
if you could do. So my question is, when you say you could get the same thing, then it has to do the same thing for me, right? If to test your theory, then if you say I just get a Switch, then but you can't play those games.
I know, but you need a PlayStation 5 to run them
Correct.
games. Yeah, so.
Correct, and that's what I said in the beginning. It's for people who have a PlayStation 5, right?
So the
And
asterisk
also-
it's an asterisk on that $200 accessory to PlayStation 5. You're not
Let's be
playing
real,
a
man. If you don't have a PlayStation 5 at this point, I want to know what your fucking excuse is.
No. Everybody
no,
don't
see,
need a
that's-
PlayStation
come
5.
on, that's-
Everybody don't need a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
No,
they
no,
do.
not everybody needs one, bro.
Right.
Everyone needs one. Everyone needs
Yeah.
one.
There's no need for that thing.
You look at all the PlayStation 5 games that are going to PC now. If you had a choice now, I would say go and buy them on PC.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
What are
TJ
the-
said, is
what are
this
the-
PlayStation tax?
What are the top 10 games played on PlayStation right now? Nothing the first party. So you don't need it, man. It's a third party box, just like the rest of them.
Don't be hitting me with those facts, man. I don't want to be depressed.
I know. I'm not trying to upset you. It's all right.
Beanie, you're awesome, man.
Listen, I'm fine waiting for the PC release. Trust me. I'm okay with that.
Exactly. Dude, I wonder how fucking long we're gonna wait for Ghost of Tsushima to come to PC.
Oh,
Like, good
I
lord.
don't know,
I would
man.
have thought that would already been out by now, well before Horizon 2.
I would have liked to have seen that.
Then we-
Also, I just want to say, Maker said, can you get a small tablet and clip your PS5 controller? So with my PS5, I was trying to find a clip for my phone. So think about it. Once you put something like this on a controller, something has to be really strong to hold it. I came up, if you guys watch the video, I came up with a little makeshift thing that I made up with a little metal bar that held it up on my PlayStation 4 controller. They're not selling nothing that actually allows you to put something that big.
I could probably modify my Stadia Claw, and that would
No, Stadia Claw. This won't fit on a Stadia Claw.
I
Stadia Claw
could probably mod it and.
Oh yeah. Like that's what I did. I had a PlayStation Claw, and I kind of modded it, and I had to do a couple things.
But
It was
couldn't that
heavy as
take,
hell,
like-
though. It was heavy as hell, but
like I have an S10 laying around. Couldn't I just take my S10 and put it into a backbone and bada bam? I mean,
you could. But you know how smaller a S10 screen is to 8 inches? It's not even
versus
the same.
$200, I don't need to spend.
No, but it's not going to be the same experience. It's just like it's not the same thing.
So it's all about inches for Cowboy. See, I knew it.
I'm
knew
just
it.
making a point. That's all. Even
I knew
if
it.
it's Xbox, I just like.
Yeah, I promise.
I just like those good conversations and good debates that make sense. I don't like when we just be like, well, if a tomato, you be like, wait, what? So I just want like, okay, if we're having a conversation and you say this isn't worth it, then just if I say, oh, it's not worth it, tell me what else to do. Like, let's say my friend let me borrow this, right? He let me borrow this. And then Cubini was like, you could just do this and not pay the money and save yourself money. Be like, oh, cool. Cubini, what would I do? Now I borrowed this for the weekend, and then you'd be like, oh, well, just go get a tablet
Well, then you get you a G Cloud, man.
Around a controller.
Don't question the inches. Cowboy will probably pull the ruler out in a minute.
You get a G Cloud for an extra $80, and you get Netflix, you get a web browser, all the apps and everything. It does.
Cool. You know what also does that?
You know.
A computer.
Yeah, exactly. Laptop or something like that.
So it's like, dude, at the end of the day,
If it was something that nothing else did, I would praise it. But I'm sorry, everything's been there and done that already. It's
I don't
late
think
to
that
the
was
party.
change the game right now. I think it was just a little streaming device that comes with PS5 now.
So then it's a money thing for Sony. They just made
Probably.
it.
I mean, you could say the same thing for Xbox, Nintendo, or whatever. GeForce now, if they come out with a little handheld device for that streaming
Well,
stuff.
but Nintendo, I'm sorry, Xbox third parties all their handheld stuff. They're not making anything in house.
But they partner with them, right?
Right. It's cheaper for them to just put their name on somebody else's device.
Yo, Bio's right, man. What is this Xbox tax crap, bro? Like, it doesn't make that terminology to me makes no sense. Where did this come from?
It's a Xbox tax. Used to be called many other things. Xbox bias, media
Yeah, that's
bias.
better. Bias is better. Tax to me, I'm thinking sales tax over here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about?
Well, it'd be a PlayStation
Dude,
bias.
I actually had a friend of mine call me up. He was like, "Hey, what's about this Xbox tax?" And I'm like, "It's not an actual tax."
Not like my PlayStation Network UK.
Let me ask you this real quick. How much you think this would? Jason said it runs current gen games, bro. Just a controller and a screen. At least make it OLED. How much extra you think this would have cost if it was OLED?
Probably
$20.
$50 to $75 more.
And there's competition that costs more, and they're selling. That thing should have been more than what it is. And I would have bought it. I would have bought it if it did more than what it does.
You don't own a PlayStation.
Now, what did you want it to do
I
more?
don't need
Wait,
to. I'll have cloud for that.
You would have bought it if it cost more?
If it
Right.
had more features, cloud,
Gotta
web
make
browsing,
it-
all that stuff.
Dude!
Yes.
Beanie, come on, man.
Yes.
So
But how much
I
you
need a
think?
handheld for my truck,
yours,
bro.
you said another $50 or $75.
I don't know.
Well,
I
Valve,
said that. If it was OLED, it would be $50 to $75 more.
well, Valve just brought a Steam Deck OLED out, and it's the same price as the existing models. So
Yeah, but the Steam Deck been out for how many years?
Well, it's 2 years, but it's still the point that they still match the price to the
Yeah,
existing.
that's true.
Sony could have done exact same by adding, just a few more dollars.
So my thing
Option
with
wouldn't hurt.
the Xbox tax, like you can show me all kind of articles negative against Xbox right now, and I can go back. Cowboy can tell you. You can go back on Cowboy's channel and see every other week, every other month. I came on here with negative, biased articles against Stadia.
And do you know what we call that in the community?
Did you?
Okay.
FCAT,
So
did
the
you show
Stadia
the-
tax.
FCAT, did you show the Larry Herb interview about that?
Oh yeah, I mean
Okay.
his whole thing with the yardstick, different yardstick or whatever. We talked about that last week. No, we talked about the Destin video. I don't know if you.
Oh, I saw his live stream yesterday or the day before
Yeah.
when he had all the people on. That was terrible for him. Oh. He should not have done that. He didn't help himself doing that.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like I said, it's Stadia tax. I can point out
Hold
Stadia
up.
tax to you.
DK9 said Dallas Cowboy tax.
He's right, because Cowboys is the most hated football team in the media.
I thought that was the Patriots. Well, not anymore.
Well, FCAT, do you like the Joker said in Discord? What's the biggest tax in gaming? Of course, it's the Epic tax. I thought that was.
Oh yeah.
Epic tax.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
all
Epic
the
has
fun
a tax
Fortnite.
too. Nobody likes their launcher on
Yeah.
PC.
No,
FCAT. Did you guys get to Call of Duty yet?
No.
No.
I don't even think FCAT like to leave
I'm-
stuff out.
I'm skipping that one. I already told you I'm skipping it.
I mean,
Hey, Jared, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Campaign.
No, you brought it up.
Multiplayer is the
No, I
same
just want to hear it.
match.
Oh, you talking
Gotta
about
play it a million
so
times.
I still got the poll is going. So the poll, we got 19 votes, guys. Get in on poll. 22 votes, updated it. So which game is the biggest console game of all time? 73% says Grand Theft Auto. 14% says Call of Duty, and 14% says Fortnite. Wow.
And we all know that if you added the games that I mentioned before, that would be totally different.
Okay,
I don't think
I don't care about Mario, man.
Yeah, I don't
Pokemon. for example.
I think what he's trying to say is third party. Okay, let's be honest here. GTA 5 has been the top 10 games since it came out. Remember GTA 5 came out 2013, I believe, correct?
Yeah,
Correct?
2013.
It's always in the top 10. It's always there.
190 million units
It's
Oh,
actually
like,
estimated
it's
that
insane.
that game has sold more copies than any
Yeah,
freaking
but
other
hey,
media.
we're all gamers here. We bought that game like 5 times.
Oh,
I have
hell
it on
yeah.
360, PS4, PS5, Xbox
No,
One,
yeah,
That
PC.
just shows, man. That
you
just
know.
shows GTA has this
Yeah.
whole different presence about it.
It's the
There's-
biggest third-party game ever. I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
I would almost say it's the biggest game ever that isn't owned by Nintendo or Microsoft.
So we rebuy GTA 5 so many times, but if poor Sony goes $10 on The Last of Us 2 remake, we're all like, damn you, screw you, you're not
Hey,
having
that's
it.
funny though.
Exactly. Hey, $10 so you get extra stuff. That fuck you. But
That's
$60 for
Sony
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I'll
PlayStation
buy
tax.
it.
That's
Sony's
PlayStation
like,
tax.
That's really funny.
That ain't no PlayStation tax. That's the Last of Us tax.
Yeah, but they're
That's
adding
nice.
modes and stuff, right, to Last of
No,
Us.
that,
remaster, right?
I think that Last of Us makes sense. Like that's the way
adding
you
stuff.
do a remake. Yeah, that's the way you do a remake.
Yeah,
If I
man.
had that
Or
game
remaster.
and the
Okay,
system,
to be fair-
I would pay the $10. I would.
It's not a remake. I would have called it a director's cut because there's actually like stuff
Sure.
that was cut out of this game.
Or
You know,
definitive
they
edition.
put in.
Interesting.
Yeah. The remaster just makes it sound like, oh, you're going there, touching up the graphics a little, like they did with the PS4 port.
Well,
which is
so-
not what
Yeah, but I feel like that was my problem with The Last of Us Part 1 remake. I felt that was a remaster. People argued it, and in the end I said okay, because think about it. The voices never been touched, right? Still the same voice actors. They didn't even go over their lines. They found out about the game like later on in the cycle, right? So I feel like they didn't literally added no new levels, they just digitally, well, not
They
digitally,
just
remade it from
up-res
the
the-
ground up. So,
just made
but
the
people
graphics
say that's
better.
still considered a remake because they remade.
But
the
okay,
graphics.
so we need to define what a remake is and what a remaster
I got a
is.
simple answer for that. I saw a comparison on Twitter. It was this game we're talking about and the Master Chief Collection, where you push
Okay.
the button and the graphics change from OG to the new graphics. That's like a remaster to me.
Mhm.
I mean, that looks beautiful. You play Master Chief Collection with the new graphics; those games look great compared to the original. And then you can just push the button and flip back and forth. That shit's crazy.
Well, that's also more of a collection benefit as well.
Yeah, that's not
Sure,
a
but I
remake.
mean, but the difference in the visuals is in the audio. The audio is way better too.
Oh yeah.
Just playing
Dude,
it. In
Master
the new
Chief
graphic
Collection
mode.
is like the gold standard of that stuff now.
Oh, that's
compared-
killer. Yeah, something like that, I'd pay full price for. But like I said, if I had this game, I'd pay the $10. I would. I think it's a fair price.
Well, I think you get a physical copy right now for less than 20 or 30, and you
And
get
then
the
you
te-
buy
you
the
could get-
10.
Yeah, you could get the $10 upgrade.
Yeah, but you still need to put the disc in, don't you, to verify that you got the game.
Yeah, you still have to keep putting the disc in, but it's
I'll
like,
wait for it on PC then.
yeah.
See, I would
I love, by the way, they didn't even tell us when it's coming for PC, but it's like we know it's coming
You
I
know
will-
why they didn't. Come on, you know why.
I
because
wanted
they
to
didn't want to kill the hype for it.
Yeah,
I
you
want
lose
to see
PlayStation sales. doing that
$10.
shit.
$10 is hard to complain at, but playing.
Yeah,
I played it like what?
Dude,
4
I paid
years ago?
$70 for The Last of Us Part 1. I made a video saying this isn't worth $70.
Oh, I don't
What, The
know.
Last of Us, what, Part 2?
No, Part 1.
Yes,
The,
maker.
the PS5 port.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Yeah, so it's hard for. Yeah, I don't
I
think
know.
that's worth full price. But what I will say is, if you didn't play the game, then I think and if you never played it and you got a PS5, then it's worth it. It's an amazing game. If you never played it, it's worth the $70. But if you already played it, I feel like, man, it's hard for me to justify paying that same price again.
Yeah.
Because I already played and beat it.
But hey, now I could get a second platinum for Part 2. So
So when the Pro
that
comes
dance.
out, are we going to get another $10 upgrade?
I don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think.
And what they're going to do is there's going to be a PC port next, and then there's going to be a remaster of 1 and 2 bundled together at the end of the
Oh.
PlayStation 5 era.
The
So
Last of Us Duo
And
collection.
then the Pro version is going to be basically the PC port, essentially.
they're going to give you the Last of Us.
Dude, they're just gonna keep this franchise down to 2 games and like
Well,
have
I
5
think it's
different
just like
versions.
I think it's just like Grand Theft Auto. It's just long story short is they'll make one per generation, right? So Grand Theft Auto had a PlayStation 3, and look at this, right? Last of Us had a PlayStation 3, then Grand Theft Auto had a PlayStation 4, Last of Us had a PlayStation 4. Grand Theft Auto had a PlayStation 5. Last of Us had a PlayStation 5. I don't think they need to make a pro version.
Who done it first? Was it Sony that done it with The Last of Us first, or was it GTA that done it first?
It was GTA.
I mean, I came from the 360, but it was definitely.
At the end of the day, they're doing this because it makes money. And hey, would you rather them do this, a little bit of an upgrade that would cost you a little bit of money, or a live service game that dies in a year?
Or wait 5 years for a proper sequel. I mean,
yeah, honestly, when I think about it, this is just, I mean, people don't like to hear this, but I really don't care. Like, if you buy it, then that's on you. If you don't buy it, it's not on you. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not the guy to say, like, oh, I wish they wouldn't make remakes. I don't personally care what people are making. I just want you to make a trailer or have my friends say, you got to play this game. That's it. So those two things, and I want to play that game from whoever makes it, whether it's Xbox, Microsoft, Nintendo.
I'm that type of gamer that I do not want a part 3. I like going to new generations, and the developers that I really like move on to different projects. So I think I've done The Last of Us from PlayStation 3. This will be the last $10 upgrade. I'll finish part 2 again, second run through, and then I would like to hear Naughty Dog doing a different franchise IP at the end of PlayStation 5.
I agree, but it depends. Like, I don't want to hear them say they're not making another God of War, because give me another God of War. So it depends on the franchise. I personally felt they should have stopped with The Last of Us 1. It was a masterpiece. Leave it alone. Don't try to touch it. Just leave it alone. But God of War, I need more God of War.
God of War needs a remake strategy where it goes back to original, it goes back to Athens, and it runs on that again. In a different engine, repolished story, and it follows Kratos from the original trilogy. That's what I would like to see from a remake.
Well,
I don't need another God of War where Kratos or Atreus is going on new adventures.
I heard potentially we are getting a reveal at the Game Awards show of a God of War spin-off game.
No, Game Awards show, they're supposed to show a Walking Simulator 2, supposedly.
Are you talking about Death Stranding Part 2?
Yeah, Death Stranding 2 is the rumor for Game Awards, yeah.
I don't doubt that.
Simulator, or Package Simulator 2, there you go.
Amazon Prime delivery.
Yeah, just put their name on the game, screw it.
Postman Pat Simulator. I don't know if you had Postman Pat over
there. Hey, TK, by the way, there's only one. In fact, there are no Xbox first-party games that are 30 FPS. So, Xbox made, let me clarify, Xbox made, because Starfield and Redfall were bought, and Redfall is already 60. So,
this is true.
Technically, Starfield's the only 30 FPS game on Xbox.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you look at some third-party games, there might be some.
Yeah, but that would be definitely third parties problem.
Do you think by adding the 60 is what brought more gamers back into the fold with Redfall?
I mean, Redfall had another big update. Did you see that? They added a lot more things. They added a lot more things to make it even better again.
So, didn't they promise you guys like new characters and shit?
They're supposed to be new characters, yes.
Me and FCAT, we're gonna check it out.
There is another update that just came out for it. Supposedly it's even better now. I should go back and try it.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and try it. I gotta give credit. FCAT gifted me a month of Game Pass, so we're gonna play some Game Pass games. Check out Killer Instinct update. So that's gonna be cool.
Well, hey, listen, if we got to give it away to get you to play with us, then I guess we will.
No, not at all. I told him I said, dude, I'd rather not take it because I'm playing this game right now. I don't know what I play. He was like, I don't want to waste it. So I was like, all right, well.
Yo, what's going on with this Atreus hate in the chat, man? Y'all guys really seem to have it out for that fucking boy.
he's a man now.
He said if it's Atreus, nobody would care about it.
Dude, this is...
It goes this way, right? Halo is not a Halo without Master Chief. They've tried the formula.
That's such a stupid mindset to have.
That's what they're going to say. They're going to say, not my God of War.
ODST and Reach were awesome.
Yeah, I know that, but the general...
See, I think the issue, sorry to say this with some of you gamers, right, is people like, well, would I pay for it if it's Atreus and not Kratos? And I'm over here like this. I mean, I don't know if I'll pay for it, but I'll play it. I'm gonna play it.
Look there, Cowboy. You love God of War. You bought God of War digitally. You're telling me that if it was a Atreus game, you wouldn't buy it digitally?
No, so here's the truth. Honestly, I wasn't gonna buy this God of War. I was gonna just rent it, but I didn't want the story to be ruined. Same thing with Last of Us Part 2. I only bought The Last of Us 2 and God of War because I realized again, call it what you will, but the one and done games, Sony style games, I usually play them, beat them, and I don't play them again. So I really wasn't going to buy God of War, and I wasn't going to buy Last of Us 2. I just felt like I'm a GameFly guy. I'll get to play it just like everybody else. I get to beat it like everybody else, but I was so afraid of the story being ruined. Now, Last of Us 2 story made sense that you didn't want to get ruined. I feel like God of War story, Ragnarok story let me down a little bit. I thought it was going to be bigger. It was going to have a bigger impact with what happens at the end of 2018, but it really didn't. I could have GameFlyed it, and it wouldn't have got room because it wasn't that big of a deal.
See, K9's with me. Everything is tax.
I know he's putting everything tax.
Well, here's the big question.
Literally a sales tax.
Here's the big question.
Has no sales tax.
Cowboy, the big question is GTA 6 going to be 4K 30 with a 60 FPS performance mode? What are we thinking?
Yes.
No,
Dude, that game could come out at 5 frames per second. People will still buy without a second guess.
They'll make sure that game has 60 frames.
I think it'll have a 4K 30 native mode, and then it'll have a 1080 60 or something like that, probably.
Yeah,
healthy performance. Yeah, that's exactly what
I feel like GTA is the type of game where they want to make it. They have such a pedigree of that game that they're going to make sure when it comes out that it hits you hard and everybody's going to run out and get it.
Yeah, but that shows how much a lot of us gamers will be hypocrites, because if it didn't hit 60 and it hit 4K 30, everyone will go, "Oh, it's okay, it's Rockstar."
It's okay.
Yeah, if it was 4K 30 only, oh my gosh. Yeah, and they're going to put it on everything.
I mean, can you imagine playing Spider-Man 2 at 30 FPS? That'd just be a crime against all crimes, man.
But I mean, really, back to what we were saying before, like if Xbox drops all these games next year, like that would be huge for them. They need to drop,
they got a lot of games they could bring out. They might overshadow Sony next year.
The way South of Midnight sounds like it's Forspoken.
Yeah, I'm hearing rumors that's coming next year.
That word. You know that he adding shade to it automatically. Don't use the first. I love Forspoken to the cat, but don't attach it to Forspoken.
I mean, listen, they just need to get their cadence going, regardless if they're bangers or not. They need to start pumping out content, and I think they will. And some of it'll hit, some of it won't. Phil said it himself. Half of it'll hit, the other half won't.
I mean, next year there's no more excuses because
there never was.
They getting all that money. Also, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that money's going to take time. Just so
next year you got the bigger, better Call of Duty coming out, the Black Ops Gulf War, which I will buy jersey.
Yeah.
That one I will buy because that got made in 4 years, not 16 months.
God,
I mean, they had a good year 2 years ago, and then Phil said that the previous year was trash. That's fine. I think they'll be all right. I think it's a matter of what Sony's got coming.
Yeah, 2022 was just really bad for Xbox, and that just kind of carried over to 20.
Yeah, because Redfall didn't hit. Redfall was delayed and it didn't hit, so that hurt.
Let me say this to Severin. Severin said, or Sev said, I remember when console gamers would tell me 60 frames per second and native resolution doesn't matter and all that stuff. Now it's all you hear. That was hypocrite. But what was that like 20 years ago? Like when people didn't care about resolution, how many years ago was that?
Bro, we were playing GoldenEye at like 15 FPS, man. Come on.
Yeah, and that was like how many years ago?
And that was amazing back then.
So the thing is,
so people's tastes are not allowed to change in 20 years.
Yeah, no, I think when the pros came out last generation, I think that's when people started to change.
That's when we started realizing these things should be able to do a lot more than they're actually doing.
What it was, Cowboy, at the end of 21 and the beginning of 22, you had Stadia shutting down. So you had all these Stadia people choosing between either PlayStation or Xbox.
That's true.
Some of them picked a Nintendo.
No, they were talking about frames and resolution when a console starts becoming more PC-esque, like, should I say?
Yeah, more features of the PC. Sure. With
Hey,
the
Dodge,
FSR
you
and
got
everything
digital
now.
deals. I wanted to see Armor Core digitally deal on Black Friday. It was none.
Is it on PC?
I don't know.
Dude,
I'm sure it is.
If it is, I'll get it for free. Guarantee that'd be a good deal.
In
I
theory,
bet
I'm
you would
supposed
get
to
it
get.
for free. Get anything for free on PC.
Yeah, but you can't
Okay.
listen. You can't play multiplayer when you do that.
Well, I
It
know
won't
that's
work.
the only thing. Yeah, it's not.
So
you know.
can I point something out here that's kind of crazy when I think about it?
Uh-oh.
So Red Dead Redemption 1 Remastered got a 60 FPS update. Nothing about Red Dead 2.
Yep.
And that makes me sad because I love Red Dead 2. Oh my god, that game is so
Bought that
good.
game and I was so happy I got my money back for it.
What?
It shut down. Yeah, honestly, you guys might hate
Because
me,
you got it on
but
Stadia.
I always call
Damn.
Grand Theft Auto the most basic game. But if you want more even basic, then you downgrade to cars to horses. Like
I tried that game. I couldn't play it, man. It was too fucking boring.
Yeah. But I get
It
it.
was
If you're story
gorgeous, but I
driven, you get
couldn't
into
play
it. But
But you can play
yeah,
Starfield.
it couldn't hold my attention.
No, I'm done with that. I haven't played that game in 45 days, man. Anyway, listen, I gotta get off for the night. I promised my little man he could play Spider-Man on the computer.
That's cool, man. I think you're giving me the nod so I could get off too, so I could beat Armor Core.
You're fine. Listen,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
glad you like the Portal, bro. I'm absolutely giving you a hard time.
That's all good.
Just for me, I wouldn't have a use for it. If it had cloud, I'd buy it, but otherwise, I don't.
You know what the thing is? I like I said, I'm an individual. When some people came at me and said I was a sucker, and when I got finessed for buying a $12 fatality, I just think like if it's your money, buy what you want, right? So if you like something, buy it, right? I still don't own an Xbox yet, but if they come out with a certain game, I'm gonna buy it, right? I was thinking like maybe I should just buy it just to have it and a Switch. I was like, but that would be kind of stupid. But yeah, it's nothing wrong. Like you could see me have this and be like, I want to buy it, and I would never tell you to buy something that you don't want to buy, you know. So it's okay. What I love is conversations. If you say, oh well, I could do that with this, then I'm curious, right? And like, oh wow, because that would be cool. Like when I do my review, I'm gonna say how my controller and my phone rivals this thing. Like it really does rival this thing. But
I guess the only trade-off would be is how you said you could hold it in your hands and walk around and hold it. I'd be willing to trade off that feature for having Netflix and a web browser and cloud all built in instead. I'd be willing to trade that feature is what I'm saying.
I got you. Yeah.
You know, like putting a Switch on the desk with the kickstand. I'd rather do that with the benefit of Netflix and everything versus not having that.
Right.
But all right, you guys have a great night, man.
All right, man. Take care.
Yeah.
See you, boys.
Later.
And then there was 4.
Bye.
Yeah. So my final thing, Kabini brought up a good point about how he stopped playing Starfield, and Jersey said he stopped playing Starfield. That's not a game of a generation to me.
Well, no.
Game of generation. Listen, game of generation. You should be playing 10 years straight.
FCAT, what you're doing is wrong. So one, that game isn't an MMO, right? So it doesn't constantly have new stuff like something like Destiny. You play forever, right? Because they keep hitting stuff until the game ends.
Destiny is a game of generation.
Yeah, but
GTA,
Starfield
Call
isn't
of
an
Duty.
MMO. Yeah, but the thing is, that's the thing. So you're using a console war. You're saying, oh, somebody stopped playing it. It's not this or not that. It's not that type of game. Same reason why I told Holtz that I wasn't going to buy God of War Ragnarok. I wasn't going to buy The Last of Us, but I bought it because I was afraid to get the story ruined. Because once I beat it, I noticed I don't play it as I kind of,
Yeah,
I don't,
sure. You can stop playing Starfield, and when you go back, everything you had still is there, and wherever you left off, you're still there. But where's more content? So then
it's not designed.
That's the negative strike right there.
This is kind of the problem I have with some of these modern gamers. You guys are always wanting more and more content, not realizing how much work goes into that stuff. And
no, it's not even that. It just makes sense, right? You play a game, you beat it, and then you move on. Right?
To me, a game is a game of a generation. If like 2 years down the road, you remember it. Like, Oh, I remember the story of The Last
I
of Us
mean,
Part 2 or God for
No,
Ragnarok.
I agree. I agree.
yes,
That's what I'm saying.
Skyrim.
He was using.
Skyrim
That's
was
a
a good
game
game
of the
of generation.
generation, not the game
Yeah,
I spent 400 hours in. Because
right.
Correct.
I can tell you this right now. I spent so much time playing Fallout 4, and I barely remember everything that happens in that damn story. But I can almost recite every line of dialogue from Days Gone, or God, what's that other fucking game? Slipping my mind. Horizon Forbidden West. You know, whatever. I can remember those games because they actually have something to remember. You know, Starfield could be, you know, a amazing game, but if you don't remember it after you're done playing it for a while, did it really leave an impact then?
I don't. So the thing is with games, I don't think you need to remember it 80 years later. I just think you need
Well,
to
not
play
80
a game
years,
because you're
but
enjoying it currently, and then it's worth the money it means, right? If it's worth the money to you, is you played it, you enjoyed it, and it ended, and it was over. I don't need to think of a game years later, unless I want to put it in my own little bracket. Like I put The Last of Us Part 1 when I played it on PlayStation 3 as the best game I ever played because at the time I was like blown away of everything it did. Great, not good, but great, right? But that's still not my favorite game of all time, right? So, you know, it's all right for
people's tastes change all the time. You know, you'd be surprised what games I used to like and games I don't like now. Hint, hint. One of them starts with an age. Dragon Age 2. Oh my god.
Hey TK, we was gonna see Thanksgiving last weekend, but my daughter she wanted to go with us and she wasn't feeling good. So let me know was the movie good or not. I still didn't see it.
ISO wants to get in here.
Oh, let me put the link again. I'm cutting out soon, but if you want to jump in just for the heck of it. I was putting ISO.
Man, I just
realized this showed up all late.
This light above me makes everything look so blue. Then it makes my teeth stick out. It's one of those PlayStation lights, you know, one of those accessory ones you see every once in a while. It's one of the bigger ones. And
guys, let's bring in ISO Motion Gaming.
What does this guy?
ISO, I want to say this, ISO. Oh, he was there and he's gone. Well, he'll come back. I'll tell him when he comes back.
It scared him off.
He saw a wild TPG. He was like, "Man, I can't stand to be in the same room with this guy."
So, what do you guys think? Maker Chaos said Fortnite is a true game of the generation.
No,
unfortunately, I agree.
Yeah, because I mean,
okay,
I agree.
Fortnite has lasted way.
Okay,
Fortnite has lasted.
I don't think it's a 10-year game. Like Destiny, GTA 5, you can say are 10-year games.
I will say this.
I don't care to say it. How many years of a game? 10-year game. But I will say the way Fortnite is going, it's a memorable game. Whether you love it, hate it, like it, everyone's heard of Fortnite at this point. Everyone got an idea of what Fortnite is. And if you're into it, you'll see them doing concerts in the game. Like they got a thing where now you're gonna be able to vote in the game.
On the second, they're gonna get Eminem.
Yo, that's gonna be dope as fuck. I couldn't believe that shit.
I didn't even know that.
Yo, Eminem, the GOAT.
Dude, I've been playing that game for 2 years. I can tell you, while it's not my favorite game of all time, it's definitely kept me interested in it when other live service games haven't. So, just saying.
Right, because what they're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, and everybody's
they keep things going. They keep the lights on.
Yeah, but ISO just jumped in the building. ISO, I want to say this. I told Jers also. So over the weekend, I recorded 6 videos. I just got to make them. I made one, which was murders, and you're one of the people that I recorded. So you won't know when I put it out, but just know that you're on my list of making your thank you video, man. So it's coming.
Wait, what video is this?
So anybody who's been a channel member, I make like a little. If you got content, you're a content creator. I make a thank you video, short video, but I also advertise. So my whole thing is that I want to do something different of having a membership. It's a lot of work on me, but I make a little video, a little promo for your channel and your content and stuff like that. So I've been back like behind, and I know that was so long ago. You was gifted a
Oh
membership.
yeah,
But,
yeah, I remember that. Okay, I remember. Yeah, now I remember.
yeah,
God
so
damn.
I know. But I just want you to know, I'm trying to catch up. So I recorded 6 videos yesterday, and I'm in the process of making them. So you and yours are both one of those 6 videos. So
Hey.
it's gonna be dope. But ISO, jump on here, man. You on here? What do you want to talk about, man?
Oh, I just wanted to hop in. I finally have some free time, so I'm about to get busy.
He's
this
saying
coming
here saying
week, so.
TPG. He's saying TPG's wrong about everything he's ever said.
I mean, it is what it is. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You know, I ain't here for that.
Hey!
It is what it is. You know.
What's up, Sarah Blow? Let me ask you this. So I remember last year, it was a big deal with you in Call of Duty. You were playing.
Dude, I don't want to talk about that. Oh, I do want to talk about it. Actually, I do want to.
Yeah,
talk about it. Go ahead. I do want to talk about it.
Ask him.
ISO, I feel like I was living last year's Call of Duty journey with you. You was playing the beta on PC, then you ended up playing the beta on wait, let me back up. Then you bought it, then you refunded it, then you bought it again. You had that video that ended up hitting like so many views because it looked like it was real. I was like, ISO, what gun are you shooting now? He was like, that's the game. I was like,
yeah, that's the game.
And so now we're a year later. What's your thoughts this year?
Dude, I hate it, right? In the sense of the game is fun. I played the beta, the game was fun. And the unfortunate thing is, right? You know me, I love multiplayer games, right? I love Valorant, but Valorant is so different. It's like CS:GO, right? Very different type of style of game. And it sucks because when you look at the games to play as far as an arcade multiplayer shooter, there's not a lot out there. There's like X Defiant, but it's not out yet. And it also has specialists where you have like special abilities. Right. And I hate stuff like that, right? Because to me, it's kind of cheese, right? Like, oh, because you lived or just did this, you automatically get this ability that will kill me automatically. Like, that's kind of bullshit. So I'm not a big fan of specialists, right? There's nothing else. There's Battlefield, but that's a Battlefield experience. It's not the same. So I'm like, I hate it because I looked at Modern Warfare 3 and I'm like, I know for a fact this goddamn game is not worth $70. I'm not saying the game isn't good. I just know for a fact the game is not worth $70, right? Because they basically took Modern Warfare 2 and did the changes that the community wanted, and then boom, here's Modern Warfare 3, right? So I'm like, I'm so mad about that, but I want to fucking play it. So I said, fuck it, I don't give a shit anymore. I'm part of the goddamn problem. I'll take the L. I don't care. I bought the game, and guess what? I'm liking it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm just like, I give up because what the fuck can I do? There's nothing else. There's nothing else. I give up.
So people, here's the hard thing. We scrutinize everything, right? And we say, oh, don't buy this, don't buy that. You can't, like, I agree, right? I bought that $12 fatality, and people's like, $12 for one fatality? I was like, but I wanted it, so I bought it, right? So in the grand scheme of things, $12 wasn't a big deal. To you, I'm sure you didn't want to spend the 70, but you was like, you know what? I kind of want it. So guess what? So are you part of the problem? Yes, but did you get a game you enjoy? You did also. So it's so hard to say you're part of the problem because you are, but at the same time, they did give you something you enjoy playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in a weird way, it's like, yeah, it could have been better. If you owned the company, would you have made a better one? Would you have made it not feel like it was just a update? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you still enjoyed it. So
yeah, that's basically what it is. I feel bad because I was streaming it and someone's like, is it worth it? And I was like, that's such a hard question to answer because I'm like, I love the game. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. But I don't know if it's worth $70. I paid for it because I said I'm okay with paying it, you know, because I want to play it. And I know for a fact it's not going to have a sale for a while. Right. So it's like, I want to play it now. So I bought it. Do I think you should pay 70? I don't know. That's up to you. I'm having fun, but I don't know if I could really justify $70 for other people. You know, it's a hard thing.
I don't want to give away some of my video, but bro, I always love your takes, man. Probably more than anybody. And in my video for you, you guys will see it. So if anybody don't know you, it'll be advertised. But that's what I'm talking about. Your stance has always been, bro, play what you want. Like, and I love it because you're like, I'm gonna buy it. You don't have to buy it. And I'm glad that I'm at that mindset nowadays in gaming because that's really how it should be. It's too many people telling you You got finessed.
You
You're
can't like The Last of Us
sucker.
Part 2. It's bad. It's garbage.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I agree. It is garbage. I didn't like it either.
Now let me ask you this though.
Fighting words. Fighting words from.
But you can say it because you pay for it, right? So you can say it because you pay for it. But let me ask you this. One of the things that made me look like, oh snap, I haven't bought a Call of Duty in a long time, but this looks cool. And I hate not hate, but I never was into the zombie mode. This zombie mode looks pretty cool. So is it cool?
I haven't tried it yet. it yet. I like the older style of the round base, but I haven't tried it yet. So I'm not saying it's bad. I just haven't did it yet.
Okay.
Right. So I gotta give it a chance and see what's up.
Well, let me know your thoughts when you actually play it.
I've heard good things about it.
It just open. I remember when I used to be heavy into H1Z1, and I was like, why don't come out with a game that's open like this, open world, but then there's creatures at the same time, and you run around. I remember Black Ops 4, I guess, when they started their first battle royale. It was a little. They had like a special event that had zombies, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But I feel like the trailer that I seen for this zombies, I'm like, yo, I feel like that's the game I thought about years ago. So
I think the only thing that sucks is it's hard to play solo. Like you're limited to what you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, unlike in the round based one, you kind of work your way up, you get better guns, pack a punch. Like it's easier to play solo. But I think in this new one, from what I can see, you can do it, but like they have different tiers of like how strong the zombies are. So I think there's like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and I think solo you can only do tier 1. Like if you try to go up higher, you have a really hard time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
That's deep, man. Definitely good stuff. Jers, I know you're playing Call of Duty also. What's your stance on it?
I like it. It's smooth. It plays well. It's just that to me it was like more of a DLC than a real game. You know what I'm saying? So I've been playing. What did I play, like 35 to 42 hours this whole weekend, grinding because it was double XP weekend. So I was like, you know what?
Nice.
Early Friday till like yesterday, grinding. You know what I mean? 10-hour days, 12, 15. I mean, I played Friday into Saturday. I started playing like 1 o'clock in the afternoon to like 5 in the morning. It was just grinding all day, bro. I mean, I like it. I'm having a really good time with it. I just wish they had a lot more, like newer maps and stuff. But it is what it is. They'll probably add it over time. Thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it just came out. Call of Duty.
Oh yeah.
I don't like all these Call of Duty players that slide cancel all over the place.
Oh,
that's just the thing, bro. I was just telling my dudes, man. I was like, God, I wish it was like 10 years ago, man. All these players play like the big streamers, and they just follow that suit, and they bunny hop all. I'm like, stop jumping. I'm still gonna shoot you in the air, bro. You can jump all you want.
Hey, Jers, listen. It's just like fighting games. If you show me a trailer right now, it could be the same game because all they're gonna do is hit you in the air and juggle you, and every game does it. Like Killer Instinct was the game for combos, right? So I feel like if I want to play Killer Instinct, why don't I just go back to Killer Instinct? But now every fighting game has adopted the combo and the juggles. Like it's not about individual moves. Like they watered down Scorpion teleport because it's just mainly to be a combo connector. I'm like, man. So I get what you're saying. It's like, dude, the new, so now people just follow the same formula and just, but I remember I couldn't stand people just sniping you. That used to drive me crazy in first-person shooters. Like people just sit there, they didn't move, and I'm not that patient, so I just gotta run out and I get shot, and I run out and I get shot. I'm like, what was happening to the days of the Unreal Tournament? No, what was it called? What was that the game back in the day called?
Yeah, Unreal Tournament.
Yeah, Unreal Tournament. That was run and gun. You just ran and shot with all the crazy, fast, high-powered weapons. Nobody sat in the corner. So I guess I'm more into that style, but
You mean camping?
Well,
camping.
I would say a lot of the Call of Duties nowadays, you have to play like a sentinel, kind of like a lot more defensive. I do like the fact that they make it a lot easier in this one because you have more HP. I guess the typical is like 100, but now you have 150. So you have an opportunity, even though someone shoots you first, if you can, kind of get out the way and shoot them, and they whiff and they miss, like you can kill them, and that is a skill issue, right? But I definitely agree with the jumping and everything. It is what it is. I used to absolutely hate it. I feel like my biggest thing is like just nerf the jumping a little bit, as far as maybe you're a lot more inaccurate. So yeah, you can do it, but it doesn't mean you'll hit your shots as accurate as it is now. Right. But it is what it is. I do it now because that is the meta. I slide cancel because that is the meta. And if I want to, do well, I have to do what I got to do. You have to adapt, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
So
I
y'all
remember back
think,
in the day when jumping. So when jumping got popular, that was in Halo. He was jumping back in the day, but that was more to dodge. When people were trying to shoot you and shoot rockets, you would jump and jump and jump. It was harder to get hit.
yeah, Murda, you want to do that Thursday, Cowboy, where we play Killer Instinct and
Yeah, let's do it.
Halo?
Yeah, let's do that for Thursday. This Thursday we'll do an
Thursday.
Xbox stream, and me and FCat will be playing a bunch of different games. So
But
yeah,
real quick, do y'all think X Defiant will still be coming out?
This year, no. I don't think so.
I mean, at all.
Oh, I think it will come out. I think it will, but I don't think it'll come out this year.
Yeah, not this year.
Yeah, hell no. It was supposed to come out in the summer. That shit didn't happen. I was like, bruh.
So what's going on in the comments? Sev is talking about the games that we know that's coming. And I said it earlier. I said it looks like next year Xbox might have the jump on PlayStation because they seem to have more games that you know that's coming out. So I think Sev, that's what he's saying in the comments.
They have to. I mean,
he said, I know what Xbox has coming though. I know that Nintendo has coming, but PlayStation crickets.
Got crickets.
Yeah, but
that's the thing. They need to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
They capitalize on ABK. All that stuff gonna start kicking in next year.
But then all that changes if Sony decides to do a state of play or showcase early next year and say, by the way, we're dropping some of these games this year.
No, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just saying what
as of right now. Yeah, things are not.
Yeah, as of right now, yes. But I think what we're gonna see is
factions.
Concord got canceled.
Oh, wait.
Probably.
Is it
Fair
next
Games
week?
got canceled. Probably.
Hold on, let me look at the calendar. Yeah, next week Thursday. Matter of fact, so next week. Oh wait, hold up. Yeah, next week Thursday is the Game of the Year award. So we'll see. I can't wait for a world premiere. That's always my favorite thing.
They're not gonna.
They actually got rid of the world premiere thing.
Yeah,
now.
they're gonna call it something else.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fine. So brand new game. I don't know.
You're getting your trailers, but this is not going to go world premiere.
Okay. Well, whatever. So I always like to see a game I never heard of. That's always cool for me. So we'll see what happens. But I think, man, if we could be more like ISO, gotta give them credit, man. Look, just play the game you like.
Hey.
You like it. I mean, why it gotta be? Oh well, you know what's crazy is when somebody start off by saying the game they like, but bring up another platform. It drives me crazy. It'd be like, oh, what game you like? Well, Halo didn't do this, and I like. It'd be like, well, bro, I didn't even ask you about Halo. Like, so, but I get it. We've been conditioned to like. We've been conditioned to dislike other things. That's really what it comes down to. Is before you even say what you like, you're conditioned to say what you don't like, and then say why your thing is better. That's just, I guess, it's human, right? Tribalism.
Yeah, like PC is better, but it's okay.
Right.
There you go. I mean, and look, I wouldn't argue it because you would know more than me. Like, if you like it better, I mean, you could state, "Oh, I like it better because this, and it'd be like, "Yo, he gave his reasons." But I know you don't mean it's better for everybody, you know.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I'm just being, I'm just being.
You know, you got your trolling in a little bit.
Yeah.
They need to do what they said and drop games.
Oh yeah. You guys can't forget to watch Monday Night Raw tonight. See it? Well, is it? Yeah, today. It should be today.
Tonight, man.
CM Punk's back, baby.
Actually, you know what? I can't miss your job today, man. I might have to. Yeah. Listen. You know what? You know what? I will be doing this. I will be watching Raw on time, and I will be playing. I will be beating Armor Core tonight as I'm sitting in the bed.
Watch him come out. Watch him come out. Watch him come out. Drop some kind of pipe. I'm saying, hey, it feels.
Don't hate the player, hate the game, baby.
I heard they're gonna put cloud on that.
That's the plan at some point.
Apparently
they don't want to just put it on and it not work well. They want to, if they do put it on, they want to make sure it works really well. So, but I honestly don't get me going. Listen, this is where people gonna hate on me. Some people, bro, why you need cloud when you got remote play? It's the answer to cloud. Like, you don't need it. The problem with cloud is that, and my big reason why I got out of Stadia, because the problem with cloud is the lack of games. soon as you say, oh, GFN, say this and that, I can say, well, does it have this game? You be like, oh no, it doesn't. But you got it on remote play.
I just want to
It's
say
your own library.
I just want to say it's thanks to like me, Juros, and a bunch of other content creators that Cowboy feels the way he feels because it was really bad. I know FCAT was there too. It was really bad.
Don't bring up my intervention. Don't bring up my intervention.
Whole ass intervention, and it started because he was mad that we called him the Stadia guy, and he was like, "Well, I did other stuff." I was like, "Well, we met you through Stadia because you did Stadia, right?" But he used to get so mad about Stadia. It was we did a whole ass intervention. It was bad.
I gotta find that video.
Earlier, I said,
That's funny.
I came on this channel a bunch of times with a whole bunch of media negative hate against Stadia. And
okay, listen. When I was bashing Stadia, that's because I was a paying customer and I was upset that they turned their back on me. Because the Stadia I got interested in said they was gonna have, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm a AAA whore. I want to, like when Rudik said, he said, oh well, the thing with Armored Core is it got the biggest explode because they was comparing Armored Core to Elden Ring, and Elden Ring was cool, but I'm really into Armored Core because it got the big explosions and the, you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, Stadia came out and said, oh, we're going to have the same games you could play on your console, but without hardware, and you could take it anywhere. I was like, yo, that's kind of dope. And in the beginning, that's what they gave me. All the games I would have bought, I was playing on Stadia. And then slowly they kind of fell off. I was like, yo, what's going on? They don't got this game, that game. And I was trying to be, you know, tried and true. And then eventually I was like, man, F this. And what happened was they didn't get wrestling. I was like, people's like, bro, you're a wrestling fan. What's going to happen if they don't get your wrestling? I was like, bro, if Stadia don't get my wrestling, I'm going to have a problem. They didn't get wrestling. I kept it real. I was pissed. I still try to hang in there and say, man, I need to play my wrestling. So I bought a PlayStation 5.
That's the main thing these Xbox fanboys aren't seeing about with this Xbox X. The media hates all the billionaire, trillionaire, well, actually the trillionaire companies, because when Apple does bad, you're going to hear about it. When Amazon does bad, you're going to hear about it. When Google does bad, you're going to hear about it.
That's real.
So when Microsoft does bad, you're going to hear about that too. So it's not just against Xbox.
I just think, right, like I said earlier, right now, Xbox
they went hard on Stadia.
Xbox just currently have more negative press, so people are riding that wave. Again, remember, content creators know their videos are blowing up because they put out a negative piece, and so at the end of the day, they're just jumping on it. So, but once Xbox have a couple hit games, they're gonna turn that around because you can't talk that bad about them because it's gaming, right? So what do you need to do in gaming? You need to come out with games. So once they have like that hit game, people are like, yo, that's a dope game, and it's an Xbox exclusive. Then you just, it's gonna turn the talk around. That's
like if you ask the media what they thought about Luna right now, they would say, oh, Luna's gonna shut down.
Damn, I forgot Luna existed. I was like, oh damn, that is a thing, huh? He said Stadia still work in New Mexico. In Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, every time Google kills something, the media's all on it.
Stadia is dead, and let it remain dead for the rest of its existence.
No, I mean, I get it. And Bio said that's how K9 felt about Xbox. No, I totally get it. Like, we had these conversations. Listen, it's for each person to feel the way they feel. Now, I just feel K9 sounds like he was, touched behind the scenes or something, the way he going about it. But maybe I sound like that, too, about Stadia. I don't think I was that bad, but, But
you were pretty bad. I still think the video I did.
I felt like K9 felt like he was fondled or something. like my man sounded like he really was, I felt like they turned their back on me. I think they raped him or something. I don't know.
Whoa, holy shit. God damn.
Man. I was like, yo, what did they do to K9? My man is out for blood. I thought this like
that video I did as soon as the news came out was fucking hilarious.
What news?
About what?
Remember when Stadia, when they were like, oh, we're shutting down? And I got a picture of you. I got a picture of Purple. I think I did Holt 2 and Doc.
Hey, so that was one of my favorite videos in ever. Like ever, bro. I watched that video. I was crying. I still had, that was amazing.
I'm about to go rewatch that one.
Bro, I gotta go rewatch. Send me the link. I'm gonna go to your channel, I gotta search it. But we gotta do this.
It is a hilarious video.
Oh, let me go.
It's just so funny.
That
Oh my gosh.
yo,
Yeah,
bro,
I'm
that
gonna look for it right
see,
now.
that's what I love. That's how you know you're a dope content creator, man.
Let me see. Where is it at? I know it's not that old because I don't upload that.
Yeah, I was
consistently
hoping to
now.
get K9 on here. I can give his opinion on.
Well,
Oh,
I'm
here it is. I
about-
found it. I found it. I found it. I found it.
Well, Cowboy, I'm gonna sign out here. I'm gonna get up
All right,
and
man.
stand up. My butt's hurting.
Well, look,
I'll
man.
talk-
Hey, TPG, thanks for coming in as usual. You know,
No problem, man.
and I will see
You'd
you
have to go way
sooner than
back.
later. If any of you guys want, me and FCat will be playing on.
There it is. There it is.
I don't want to play the whole thing because I want people to watch it. But hold on.
Yo, that's
Check this
so
out, guys.
funny. Oh my god! As soon as I found out, I was like, "Yep, I know what I'm doing."
How's it? It's ISO Casual Gamer at its finest.
At its
So
finest.
guys, it is a sad, sad day for the Stadians. We need to have a moment of silence for Stadia because it is officially ending in January of 2023.
All right, so he got the music up. I gotta take the music off, but check it out.
But that music is playing.
Yo,
Oh my god, I fucking love
hold up,
doing
yeah,
this
wait for it, wait for it. Yo, you ain't right for that. What we got? Yo, oh man.
Oh,
All right. Hey, y'all got if you guys make sure here. Let me put the link in this for his video.
That shit was
You guys
so
gotta watch.
funny.
Number one, check out ISO,
Oh my
dope
God.
content creator, and check out his video because you gotta watch the rest and you gotta listen to it with the music and everything.
Yeah,
It
the
hits
music,
different
the
with
music is what killed it. Oh my god.
Bro, and you know what's crazy? I didn't even know you was making this video, and I just was watching your content, and I was watching. I'm like, and then I see me. I'm like, this.
You were the first one. You were I had to use you as a first person too, because you was the Stadia guy, you know.
Bro,
Stadia cowboy.
Yep.
Oh man, those was some good times, man. Those some good times. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Oh man, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. But that's what, bro. If I had like a best video of whatever year that was, like that's in my top 3 list, yo. Like it had emotion. It had passion. Like it was a story. Like anybody can watch it and not know what. Like guys, watch the video. You don't need to know nothing. Just watch it, and it speaks for itself. Like, oh man, that was great. Yo.
I had so much fun doing it too. Like that video, I was having so much fun making.
Bro, I know you was. I know you couldn't wait for us to see it. You was probably like,
I think I actually tagged everybody too. I was like, "Watch this shit."
yeah, nail in the coffin.
For real, for real. I remember finding out too. I was playing what was the game? World War III on PC. And that's when someone came in and they're like, "Oh, hey, did you hear?" I was like, "Nah, you lying." And they're like, "No, I looked it up." I was like, "Oh my god, it's dying. Oh, I gotta make a video."
I know you ain't right, yo. You ain't. The first thing comes to your mind. You ain't want to call me and be like, "Bro, are you okay?" No, the first thing comes to your mind is, "Oh, I'm making a video."
Yeah, no, I'm making a video. I knew you'd be fine. I wasn't worried about you guys.
I so called it. I so called it at the end because he was like, "Oh, GeForce Now is going to be the dominant thing," and look what happened. GeForce Now is the
I
dominant
feel
one.
like it was super obvious because GeForce had like a lot going for it compared to everyone else, in my opinion. So I was like, "Nah, GeForce is going to be the way."
Right, and second runner-up, I would have to say is this new PS5 cloud thing because that thing.
No, I gotta say Game Pass. I still feel like Game Pass to me, xCloud don't run as good as GeForce Now, but I feel like they're more
you
relevant.
can play games you own, cowboy. Plus
Yeah, but they're
everything
linked. The fact that they're linked to Game Pass just makes them way more relevant.
Nah, I think the PlayStation thing's better, smoother, runs better than xCloud, has more things than xCloud going for it. Like, I would tell you were stupid for saying Stadia people didn't have something to do with that.
Yeah, but the thing with xCloud is you got the advantage of all those games that come out on the subscription service.
Yeah, day and dates.
You know, but I haven't looked into the. I'm so out of cloud. I haven't looked into the PlayStation Cloud now that you could play games
Dude,
on the console.
weren't you playing Destiny 2 through it?
Yeah, I tried it and it was dope. I mean, you couldn't if you couldn't tell me I wasn't playing on console. I forgot I was. I forgot it was
Right.
cloud, but it was coming from my console, so I get it. Like I didn't feel. I was like, oh, let me try it. So instead of downloading Destiny, which is big, it was cool to play it like that. But
Oh, so
Right.
I haven't watched your video about your opinion on the Portal, but in a summary, without getting too deep into, it, are you pretty happy with it?
I will say this. I am happy with it. I've been playing the hell out of it all weekend, but it doesn't do. And again, my phone screen is pretty big, so it isn't that much better than what I was already doing with that controller I had. I need to link it in.
Oh, really? So it's not
Yeah,
that
because
big of a difference.
hold on, real quick. Let me grab it so I can put them next to each other.
Would you ever get that FCAT? Would you ever buy a Portal?
No. Like I have like Shield TV and stuff like that that has remote play, so that would I don't play games like in the bed or anywhere else.
Same. I mean,
All right,
I've
so
never used it to begin with. I barely use my Steam Deck, but
all right, so let me just show you this real quick. So if this is the thing I got, right? I think this is the best controller on the market, period, bar none. I tried so many. So the MGX Pro, right? So look how wide it goes, right? So you could fit a large phone. Now my phone is 7.6 inches. So here, I'm gonna hold them up next to each other, right? So check this out and check this out. So look at the difference. Now,
God damn, your phone is fucking tall and wide.
yeah. So here's the thing. This screen is bigger, right? It's an 8-inch. Now the problem with this screen is I'll show you. Sorry, not this. The problem with my phone screen in games is when you put a game on, it does exactly what this is doing. This is what the edge goes to the. So see this? It cuts it in half. So I don't get the whole screen because it does that letterbox. So notice that my phone is tall. This is long. So it's made for this. Let me turn it on. This thing is made that you get the whole screen. Whereas my phone,
it's a lot more optimized.
Yeah, exactly. So look at that. Look at that whole screen you get versus this being cut in half. But I'll say this. I'm gonna put this in the video. The vibrations and stuff is really light, and so I didn't even realize I had it on, and I was like, oh, it is vibrating. I don't feel that's that big of a deal. So like I said, I think I could have kept this and not even had this. But what Jer said makes sense. When you like there's times when you get a phone call or something, and this will still play. Don't get me wrong. I could pause the game, text it, still get a call. I could be on a call and be using this.
You can multitask.
Yes, but it's cool when somebody texts me on my phone and I just pause this and sit it down because I know when I pick it up, it's going to be exactly there. I don't have to switch screens, accidentally cut it off. If you leave this, if you have this pause for too long, it may disconnect, stuff like that. Where this is just gonna streamline what this could do, just better. But is it that much better? It's really not. But to get this phone costs $2,000 and this costs $100. So that's the thing, though. So
yeah,
anybody
that's just an added benefit. To be fair, you're not buying the phone for that. You know what I mean?
Correct. So that's what I was trying to say to Cubini when he says, well, I could just get and do blah, blah, blah. So, well, tell me how much money because if you could do this for $200, then tell me what you have to do to do it. Okay, this controller costs $100. Okay, that's $100. Now, tell me another device that's going to be this size, right? This 8 inches. Because look, this is made to be a phone that folds. It's not made to be a game device. So again, look how it's cut off. So if you this is 7.6 inches. Look how small that screen is technically if you measure that screen. That's probably
which controller do you like more?
Yeah, huh?
No, which controller do you like more?
Honestly, I don't really feel the difference. Like when I hold them both in my hand.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is a great controller, bro. This thing is good. So when I hold this in my hand, look at them. I don't really like, honestly, if you blindfolded me and put them and made me just hold this and hold that, I'd be like, this is equally as comfortable.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that control, trust me, I've tried so many controllers that was big enough to fit my phone. So I didn't try the Kishi because it's too small. I didn't try the Backbone because it's too small. But I tried a GLAP controller. I tried the Game Sir, all 3 Game Sirs. Trust me, I got all the reviews. This is the one. This is the one. And it's an Xbox brand one. So if you plug it into your computer, it registers as an Xbox controller.
Oh, so would you?
Yeah.
Would
So
you
when
say...
I play cloud gaming and you use the Xbox app, you have to have a Xbox controller. This registers. So I use this.
So correct me if I'm wrong. So from what it sounds like,
right.
if you've already been doing remote play on your phone and you haven't had any issues, there's really no need to upgrade unless you really want just a device specific for that, and you don't want to use your phone. You want to save the battery, or you don't want to use your phone for gaming. You want to use it for phone use, right?
Yep.
But if you don't care and you're like, oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine with using my phone and it works
you don't
fine.
Need it. You don't need it.
Okay,
you don't
need it.
Only thing I'll say is if you tell yourself, oh, the screen is bigger. Like let's say you have a regular phone. The regular. I mean, this phone, this is a screen.
Yeah.
But every phone is not this big. You know what I mean? So think about it. If this screen cuts off, imagine when you play your phone, a smaller phone, and it cuts off, right?
Oh yeah, that's very true. Yeah, the screen. Like I have the normal iPhone, like with the 6-inch. I think I don't have the Max or nothing.
Right. It's because they're not designed for the screen size. The ratio isn't designed for that.
Right. Right.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I could have honestly. If somebody bought this and let me borrow it for the weekend, knowing having this, I'd be like, oh yeah, I don't need it. I'd have been like, it is cool that it's only for that. So I played so much this weekend when I was able to just get on my phone, text message, then pick it back up, and it's where I left it. That's cool. But the advantages of this, like last weekend, 2 weekends ago, I went to my mother-in-law's house. I couldn't bring this because she don't have internet. So I played Armored Core for 7 hours straight on my phone when I was over there, just rocking, and on a mobile data, and it felt good. So
you just have to make sure your PS5 is in rest mode, right? And it'll turn on.
That's it. So as long as your PS5 is in rest mode, good to go.
And it'll play like you don't need the TV at your house to be on. I never use remote play, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, so I got it connected to the Sony monitor. I don't know how to turn that off, but it is so at home my monitor turns on.
So everything is on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything is on. Yeah, but you can stop that. I don't know how, but I have it where when I hit my PlayStation controller, because I have that Sony InZone monitor, so I have it where everything turns on together.
Yeah, it's an option. It's an option in the settings. It's called HDMI CEC or something like that.
Oh, okay. It's in the options of PlayStation.
Yeah, so you go to your settings, go to HDMI CEC, and you turn all that off.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
because it's like if you turn it on, it'll automatically turn on the TV, right?
Yeah.
What was dope though, ISO, is here's what's cool. All right, I'm about to get a little techie. You can use either or, doesn't matter. So I'm not saying only this, but you could use these, be away from home, and stream to YouTube. Nice. So if I go on either one, doesn't matter. I'm not saying one, they both do it. So I found this out a while ago, made a video. You can, one thing I was wondering was they going to add the share button? Because when I found out that you could stream, I was like, well, with a share, so they added the share button. So if I'm holding this in my hand and I'm playing and I'm in my bedroom, I can hit the share button, the screen pops up like it would, and let me go over to stream. And when I hit stream, I'm streaming to YouTube. My camera at home turns on, and you could turn the camera off, but I let people see that I'm not home, but I'm still playing the game because nobody's sitting in my chair. It's kind of dope. So you could be literally across the country, but still streaming and not have your device because your device is at home, but you're somewhere else. It's kind of cool.
I feel like once they add cloud, that's definitely like a big game changer in my opinion. Like that will really make that device like so much more like enticing to get.
I think it will. Again, same thing I'll say about this. If you already got a PS5 and you're already into remote play, it's cool. if you're already into cloud, it's cool. For me, this sounds crazy coming from the cloud guy, but when they add cloud, I'm like, I don't give a damn. I don't use cloud no more. So it wouldn't make a difference to me. Like Ellis was saying that. He's like, but once you wanted to do more, I was like, honestly, I'm a firm believer of a deal is only a deal if you utilize it. So if you say, yo, Cowboy, I got a car and I'm only selling it for $500 because I got a brand new car, I don't need it. I'm like, bet, and I buy it and it's sitting in my garage and I never use it. I just wasted $500. I got a car. So if they add cloud and you don't care about cloud, then it doesn't mean anything. But in general, yes. If they have more options, yes. But if you don't,
that's dope.
You know. But
Yeah.
So my thinking is more on your level nowadays. I know I used to be, but I'm more just the free. I'm like, hey, bro, like it, love it. I don't care what you do. I'm doing my own thing. I'm not gonna tell you not to do your thing. I'm just gonna be me, you be you, and we're gonna be good.
Cowboy said, "Screw cloud. Stadia burned me."
Nah, you know what it is? I bought a play. When I get behind something, I spend the money. So I bought the PlayStation 5. I bought the monitor. I bought the 2 terabyte hard drive. I mean, I'm good.
Yep, you're good to go.
I'm good to go. I feel like make that whenever you get into something, invest in it, right? If you're really into it, do that investment and you'll be good. Now, I'm not gonna say everybody's gonna afford all the stuff I pay for, but if you can make that investment and you be good. So I don't worry about space. Oh, I don't have any space, or I'm good. So I don't need cloud because I could download the game that I want.
Facts, dude.
And I guess ISO was trying to tell me that a long time ago, but
I was, but he wasn't listening. But it's okay. He knows now. He knows now.
No, that PlayStation 5 cloud, that's like a godsend.
I mean,
I feel like I'm playing Stadia again.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't upgrade your hard drive, right, and let's say it's a game that you just want to play, or let's say you got the mindset of you still like to have no, well, a big thing in the cloud, he was like, oh, you don't have to waste space. So if you're still in that mindset, then yeah, I guess that it would be. I'm not knocking PlayStation Cloud. I'm just saying I don't have a use for it because I got the space to download something I want.
Oh my God, this
premium or basic? You paying for premium or basic?
I do have premium.
I don't know why, but this reminds me of like the topics we used to have when we were like cloud versus hardware. Oh my God, I used to bro. I'd like
ISO just recently because how they had this new thing on YouTube that says just for you or whatever. So it has your old content. Recently, I clicked on the video where you and somebody was going at it, and you was like, if I got the space, I don't need cloud. They was like, what do you mean? You was like, so I feel like downloading is better. They was like, downloading is better, and y'all went back and forth. I was like,
oh yeah, they were
like,
yes, they weren't listening. I'm like, bro, like the biggest thing I was trying to say was like, once you download the game is there, and then that's it. And they're like, well, what if there's updates? I'm like, yeah, updates happen every now and then. You act like it's a fucking whole new game. Like, come on, dog. Like, you're reaching hard. And I was like, bro, regardless,
ISO,
it's there. It was there. The game is downloaded. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about it.
You want to hear what's crazy?
It was bad. What's up?
So in the end, when I think of it, so yes, you save time on downloading, right? So I remember when I was on PlayStation, my favorite game at the time, ISO, you remember, was Marvel Avengers, right?
Oh, yep.
And Marvel Avengers, I didn't have to download it, but the loading happened all the time. When I got my PlayStation 5 and I played the PlayStation 5 version, there was no loading between.
Oh, I remember you talking about this. Yeah,
so I saved that time from downloading it and having a faster SSD than not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, but I didn't know that back then.
Yeah, there's always going to be a give and take, but it's like, look, like I'm fine with it. I'm just saying this is the benefits I see, and I know there's benefits on your side, but I'm I'm trying to, not argue, but I'm trying to state my case, which is legitimate, but you just want to keep like, nah, it's not good enough, and it's like, well, now you're just not listening, so this isn't really a conversation anymore.
Yeah, I love what you said, because people do that when people have their mind made up. Then so once I love a back and forth. That's what I was trying to say to community earlier. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You make a point, I make a point, and then you try to disagree with my point, but add fact, right? And not so much opinion, but add some fact, because now we got a good conversation. Well, that's what I said earlier. When you just like, well, the tomato, you're like, what? We talking about carbs. So it's kind of like, I love your point. You're like, at some point, the conversation just got diluted because we're not even having a conversation, because you don't even want to hear what I'm trying to say, so we can't have a conversation because you won't think past you making your decision made up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, working with the regular storage for the PlayStation 5 cloud comes in handy. I
Right.
mean, even I've, tapped out of the cloud a little bit. I only use it as a storage option thing,
Mhm.
really.
I mean, it's cool. Like, it's cool. I mean,
But yeah, ISO's right. Once the game's downloaded, it's there, it's straight, it's good to
it's a
go.
wrap. It's
I
a wrap.
just think the part where they tried to be when they tried to say about the updates, I was like, come on, man. You ain't gonna have a big update every time.
No, and you know what's crazy? And what I wasn't thinking about either,
Some
ISO,
games
because
do.
remember, ISO, I didn't buy a PlayStation 5 until 2 years later. So what I wasn't thinking, in my head, I'm still thinking PlayStation Pro, right? I wasn't realizing that the new technology is way more faster. So an update is super fast. Downloading a game is super fast. If you plug in because a PlayStation Wi-Fi is weird sometimes. You and me,
No,
you
the
remember
Wi-Fi is
that day.
ass. The
You
Wi-Fi
remember that day? I
sucked.
was
I
like, bro,
remember
I was complaining. You was like, hold on, let me do it. You was like, oh yeah, I think you're kind of right. This thing is weird. One
Yeah.
minute it go fast, and the next minute it's like it just disconnect from your fastest Wi-Fi. But if you got the thing plugged in, a Ethernet cable, hey,
Dude, I had to
so
do a video for you. Remember? You didn't believe
you
me when I was
did.
like, yeah, I
You were
remember
like,
that. You're like,
nah.
no, I want a video. I was like, all right, I'll give you a video. And then boom, I did it in 10 minutes, like I said. I was like, I told you. And you're like,
Yeah,
oh, okay. I was like,
yeah, it's
this
real.
motherfucker, I swear to God. I swear
No,
to God.
but at least you did see that what I was saying about the Wi-Fi.
Well, yeah, no, that's
You,
just because the PS5 Wi-Fi sucked. I
yeah.
didn't think it was that bad, but I was like, yeah, but
Yeah, I was like,
that's
nah, bro. So you actually tried it. You was like, oh, damn, you're right. I was like, yeah, man, what the hell?
I was like, that shit
But
sucked.
Right.
but guys, listen, this was cool. I'm glad you came on, man. This was cool,
Thank you,
man.
thank you.
I didn't even feel like I was going a little longer than I wanted to. This was good conversations and stuff, man. And that's why I like when you're on here, man, because it's just good stuff. Like I think you help dilute some of the toxicity because you're just like you help have that more free spirit, free mind,
Yeah.
that it doesn't have to be my way or the highway. So it always helps that balance,
Yeah. ISO, what's your quick thoughts on Xbox tax? Does it exist?
Oh, I just think it's funny. I mean, if you really want my opinion, I wouldn't say it's Xbox tax, but if you want to call it that, I think there is bias,
Right.
but that's about it. And it's just always there. Now it has another word for it. So instead of it's like, oh, you're biased against Xbox, it's Xbox tax. So
Right.
Yeah, it's just a new fanboy
yeah,
narrative. Like Xbox has no games.
yeah,
All
it's the
that
same shit
stuff.
that's been happening. It's like,
It's just the same narrative, just with a different name
yeah,
that
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
they can spout out on Twitter.
He said, "Welcome to the modern age, SSD and updated Ethernet." Anthony, you're late though.
Yeah,
Well,
and the
technically, my biggest video is of an Ethernet cable, a Cat 7, no, Cat 8, I think, and so
apparently
I did buy that some years ago. I mean, I get it. It's just that my preference was cloud, and I just, when you're behind something, you just really wanted to succeed, so you really try to give it a good shake. But eventually, I got out of it because I couldn't give it a fair shake anymore. It was like it was letting me down. So once it let
yeah.
me down, my brain, I seen the cracks, and I was like, oh wait, where other people who
So
didn't give it a chance like I did, they was able to see it standing across the street to see the full picture. I couldn't see it from the inside.
real quick, fun fact: the PlayStation 5 cloud streaming thing does utilize the PlayStation 5 SSD.
Okay,
Oh,
that is cool.
and
And
on a
you,
side
like you
note,
said,
it's
they did beat Xbox to the punch.
what's funny,
Because
Cowboy?
they did.
I was
Right.
I was buying a new Ethernet cable and I was trying to figure out the differences, and your fucking video popped up.
Uh,
I
you
was
know,
like, oh, this motherfucker. I was like, nah, I ain't watching this video.
And what's crazy? That every couple weeks that video jumped. Like it's right. So I was gonna I want to say it hit 100,000, right? I think that'd be cool to have 100,000 view video, right? So I was gonna share it all over, and then because I felt like it was slowing down, and then I just looked, I think yesterday, and I was like, damn, it hit 98,000. Like so, it's just it keeps going.
It's one of
So
those what is it? What do they call it? Evergreen content people will always watch it regardless.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I'm telling you, ISO, if people always like, oh, do you want to make money? If I wanted my channel to be something special, it just be reviews. I literally have people keep hitting me up for reviews. Like, oh, so like reviews I made a year ago. Like, it's just crazy. Like, some dude was like, oh, just over the weekend, like, oh man, you inspired me to go see Godzilla and 4DX. Thanks for the 4DX. Because I did a review of just 4DX in general. And if people hit me up from the cleaning products, reviews is crazy, bro. Reviews is where it's at. But I could do more than I'm more than just that. I don't want to. And I know people are like, well, make 2 channels. No, I want to do what I like the way I want. It's not about the money. It's just about
facts. Yeah, do what you do, dude.
Yeah, like if I just feel like, oh, I want to make a video because I seen a cat run across the street and I recorded it, then I'm gonna do it. Maybe 10 people gonna watch it, but I wanted to make it.
Yeah.
Now I know that just jacked the algorithm where I could have this really good video and then I put out a cat video run across the street, then the algorithm just gonna be like, wait, what? And then it's gonna mess it up. But I don't care. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. Because once I allow the channel to control me, then it becomes my job. And then I'm not, then I have to feed it. You know what I mean? So imagine if this were a review channel, I'm just buying random stuff because I'm reviewing stuff. You know what I mean?
Yep, I feel it, dude.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
But
Anyway.
yeah, Thursday, we'll be back Thursday. We'll get on some Killer Instinct, Redfall, Halo Infinite.
Yeah.
You gonna try out Starfield again?
I'll play Starfield again. Yeah, I'll jump back in it. Yeah, definitely. That's gonna be fun. And thank you again, FK. Good stuff.
Not a problem. But yeah, let's.
All right, guys. Well, want to thank everybody in chat. Sev, want to thank you in the chat, man. You've been chatting it up. So why some people wasn't having the conversation with us, you've been holding it down while you guys been having your own conversation. I've been pulling it up on the screen. And also 503, my guy Jason. But thank you guys in the chat. See Jerry jumped in there. But ISO, again, thank you for coming on, man. I truly appreciate when you come on, man. It's like it's refreshing. I'm not saying nothing FCAT, but it is refreshing when somebody's just like, kind of help calm down some of the monotonous. FCAT want to see everything burn. The one thing I say is cool about FCAT. FCAT is a fanboy.
I was trying to get K9 on here, and
I know you were trying to get around
Xbox stacks.
Like FCAT would be like, "Oh, I love this." The next day, it's trash. I'd be like, "Yo, FCAT has no affiliation to nothing, yo." So that's kind of cool,
Yeah. I've been playing PlayStation more. Like,
oh, my man Dodgeman said he'll be starting his mechanic channel soon. That's what those are the channels that's gonna do great because it's gonna be about a specific thing,
Like I feel bad because my Xbox is just sitting there, man.
Dude, both my consoles just sit there. I don't even feel bad.
Dude, PlayStation. I've been
even
on
my
there,
freaking PSVR 2 headset is sitting there. I haven't used my PSVR 2 in forever.
Xbox is sit.
If I had a PC, I would definitely be more in the PC. It just seems like it gives you more options. Like
I even stopped buying stuff on PC. Like, I even stopped buying stuff on PC. I'm buying more on PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's right now that like it makes sense, right? That's why I said to people when they was like, "Oh, you think Xbox gonna win this generation? It's impossible." They was like, "What?" I was like, "Because it's," and I always said this: video games is literally. It's a popularity contest. So if you got, let's say 70 people had a PlayStation, we're gonna use smaller numbers.
I mean, I am kind of new to PlayStation.
70 people had a PlayStation. What do you think is gonna make them all of a sudden go get the new Xbox, not a PlayStation? If people get invested in things like ISO in his PC, like he's so invested, it would make more sense to keep going down that rabbit hole. You wouldn't just start over,
Fact.
Like it's human. That's
like about that Witchfire. I didn't like it too much. I refunded it. I'm like, I'll wait for it to come to console.
Dude, I have 316 games on PC. No, I have not beaten all of them. I only like a little small number of them. Little small number.
So Sav, I'm moving to Florida next year. The latest we want to move is in October. but my daughter will be 18 in May. She'll graduate that June, and then I'll put my house on the market. And then it's really to see how fast I can sell my house. And because we're just gonna rent a house, so that's not rocket science to rent a house. Selling my house, that it just depends.
Yeah,
It's still a seller's
buying
market.
right now is bad because interest rates are just houses are more expensive and interest rates are high. I know because me and my fiance are looking for a house, right? Because
Yeah.
if everybody don't know, we about to get married this Friday. About to be
Oh,
Mr. and the
shit.
Mrs.
It's already came. If this is it.
It's a dude. It's December 1st. I'm getting married, bro.
Wow.
Yep, Mr. and the Mrs.
That's cool, man. I am excited for you, man. It is definitely a great thing. And you guys already been together for a while. So it's
Oh
just,
yeah.
putting that bow on what you already have existed, that you already know works.
Yep, facts. No, we're pretty solidified, so we're good to
Yeah,
go.
that's
Yeah.
it. It's
Yeah,
like, how some couples get married to make sure it's real? No, your thing is already real. So you just add in on top of what's already solidified, like you said.
You wanna know why it worked out so well too? Is I think one of the biggest reasons why we ended up working out is because when we moved in together,
Mhm.
that's when the Rona was like really like peak, like
Mm.
shutdowns, everything. So we couldn't really do anything. So we were stuck like hanging out all the time. So it worked out.
That's
Too. So that dog's social anxiety is like out the roof. You know what I mean? Like
wow. Yeah, every time you said Dodge Man, I thought Dodge Man meant Dodge. Now you're gonna realize why I'm called Dodge Man. I didn't realize the car Dodge.
oh,
I mean,
I instantly thought of the car.
that's crazy. Because I met him through fighting games, so I thought,
Oh.
yeah. So he's
Oh, see, that
really,
makes
really
sense.
good.
That makes sense. That I
Yeah,
can see why you would think that.
yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
So I thought,
Like, let me dodge the moves.
we're gonna move to Jacksonville, Sev.
Yeah, so we hit
Jayville.
3 hours. I'll catch you tomorrow and Thursday, cowboy.
Yeah, man. Wait, ISO, you
Yo.
still live in California, right?
Yeah, I'm in Cali.
Okay, that's what Sev said. It's ISO. You also live in California too. Right?
Oh yeah.
Xbox make more revenue. Let me not get into this. Let me see. Well, actually, let me read the finals of the poll. So the poll says 65% say Grand Theft Auto, 17% says Call of Duty, and 17% says Fortnite. And it's which game is the biggest console game of all time, and that's with 29 votes. So
I chose Fortnite.
Dude, Fortnite, man.
It's just the collabs they be doing is fucking ridiculous. There's
nothing.
It's crazy.
I used to think Mortal Kombat, but they've definitely succeeded over Mortal Kombat as far as the collabs. Like,
yeah, that's why I was like concerning the collabs. They do freaking concerts. Like,
bro, at one
holy
point,
shit.
At one point in the game, you could have Kratos and Master Chief in the same game.
Exactly.
Without a mob.
You
Without
got
a
John
mob.
Wick and John Wick and all these characters. You got Dragon Ball Z, Jujutsu Kaisen, freaking Naruto. Like, bro, all these
DC.
Dude, there's no other game has ever done what Fortnite has done as far as collabs at this point. Like,
well,
nothing
Mortal
comes close.
Mortal Kombat was the game. But
oh, right, yeah, like RoboCop, Terminator,
RoboCop, Terminator, Predator.
Yeah.
I mean, Jason, Leatherface. Like,
but to be fair, the collabs they've done is I feel like a lot more well known with the current and previous generation of people. So it's like, I think to be fair, they do the whole.
like,
You're getting content, like I bet. You know what I mean? So I at least gotta like get whatever they offer. I'm like, I don't give a shit. I'm a huge Eminem fan. It's what I do. So it is what it is. I'm gonna be Eminem, Marshall Mathers, some shady, and then killing all these other characters with Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like, cool.
Yeah, and the last time I played Fortnite, it changed so much. They got things you could ride around on, slide.
Yeah, no, they keep like innovating, which is nice.
Dude,
they make the game like it doesn't feel repetitive.
No, every 3 months they have a season, so they reinvent themselves. Like,
yep.
Man, I can't talk bad about it. Like, I don't play it, but I remember when I played it when it first came out, where people play it now, probably like, what? Yeah, I remember I bought the Save the World part of the game That was the
Dude,
first part.
I
bought
did
it.
too. Bro, I bought
You did
I
too?
bought the highest edition of
Bro, it
when
was
the
on
game used to be
sale
just
for
zombies.
$20. It used to be $40, and it was on sale for $20, and I bought it because I was into battle royales back then. I was like, oh, this Fortnite thing looks cool, where you got zombies attacking you, and you build this thing so you keep the zombies out. And that was before it was like
Dude,
the
they
regular
gave up
Fortnite.
that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, they worked. Like the whole battle royale thing worked.
yeah, it did. Oh man, I used to play everything from PUBG, I was so into battle royales.
Oh, PUBG was crazy, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was into PUBG Mobile more than regular PUBG.
Oh yeah, PUBG was freaking. I remember was crazy. So I remember pre-ordering it before it went to Steam, and
Mhm.
then it gave you like this PUBG jacket, bro. That jacket ended up being worth like $500.
Oh wow. So
Dead
you know
ass,
what's
like this.
cool? I had the Stadia PUBG jacket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the game, obviously.
I'm pretty sure it's still linked. So if you went to Steam and just logged in, I'm sure. Well, maybe
Oh,
I don't know.
that would be. I wonder, could I run around with my Stadia jacket on?
They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
They're
right.
like, Stadia dead. What you doing?
Wow, Stadia forever, babe. Because yeah, they had the Stadia symbol on your parachute, the jacket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. Man.
That's dope, dude.
Well, look, man, if I don't talk to you, man, I'm sure I will. But man, congratulations, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Happy for you. And thank you for coming on again. This was definitely cool, man. I try to keep it a little more chilled and crazy stuff, but I know a lot of people they still want to fight and have console wars. But I mean it. It's really cool when you come in because it's a little more chill vibe. So I appreciate
Hey,
it.
what I do.
We need more people like you, bro. For real.
Sounds good,
Gaming
man.
would be in a better place if more people was like you.
Hey. All right, man. You have a good one. I'm gonna bounce. I'm gonna get some food. I gotta do
All right.
some more little wedding stuff. So,
All right, ISO. Peace.
All right.
I'll have your video out soon, man.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it, man.
I might have to cut some people since you get married.
Hey, do what you gotta do.
Yeah, man. And matter of fact, now that you came on, I might have to redo it because all the stuff I said was cool, but I'm like, I kind of gotta add some stuff.
Hey, it's up to you, man. I'll appreciate it regardless.
Yeah, man.
All right, you have a good one. Later, chat.
All right. Later. Guys, ISO Motion Gaming, give it up. Dude, man. All right, guys, I'm gonna get something to eat. I haven't eaten at all today. I took my lunch break and I played some Armored Core instead of eating, and so I'm pretty hungry. But I got some leftover shrimp fried rice. I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna be sitting in the bed watching wrestling and I'm gonna beat Armored Core on the PlayStation Portal. So when people be like, well, I wonder how good is the accuracy, I'm gonna beat that boss. I beat a bunch of boss. I beat that super hard boss that's like an angel that flies around in the water on this. So, but anyway, guys, it was always fun, man, chatting with you guys. I love it. Tomorrow I will be back doing the Tuesday reality talk show. You know, it's no gaming. We'll be talking about everything crazy from aliens. I got a bunch of topics already ready. So if you guys want to skip the line, see what we're going to talk about tomorrow, it's already in the Discord in that tab, the reality talk show Tuesday. Wednesday will be We Wrestle Wednesdays, and we will be playing for the WWE titles. You can see there on the ground. And that's the wrestling league. It's mainly just for people who like wrestling. So you guys don't like wrestling, but if you want to hear banter and craziness, show up. If not, I get it. And then like FCAT said, this Thursday we'll be doing a Game Pass Thursday. We'll be playing games from Game Pass. I'll be revisiting Starfield. I'll be revisiting Redfall, playing Killer Instinct, and a bunch of other games. So definitely that's what's going on this week. And I'll be putting out more videos. Be putting out more of these thank you videos. So that is it. I want to thank you guys that popped in. I see my guy Arun came in the building. Again, thanks, my man Sav. You've been holding it down in the chat. I appreciate it, man. Going to play some Starfield. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hope you enjoy it. All right, Jason, thanks for sticking around. I know you said peace earlier, but you stuck around even longer, and I appreciate it. Don't see anything you're talking about. Now hold this L and have a good night. Hold up. Wait. Who's talking to? Oh, probably you guys are talking in chat. But all right, guys, I'll see you later. With that being said, oh, I forgot to tell ISO. He probably didn't realize that I put him in the intro a while ago. But with that being said, you know it, guys. This stream was definitely epic. That's for one reason, and one reason only. Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man. With that being said, guys, say it with me. 1, 2, 3. And now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!